Ready everyone?
है तैयार एंटरटेनमेंट जोरदार आयु तैयार।
मेरे स्मार्ट टीवी में तो ये सब नहीं।
ये सिर्फ स्मार्ट नहीं, एक्सट्रीमली स्मार्ट टीवी बन गया है।
Super fast Wi-Fi, unlimited entertainment. Airtel Extreme Fiber. Super fast Airtel Extreme Fiber आपके नए स्मार्ट टीवी को देगा
एंटरटेनमेंट जोरदार, नेटफ्लिक्स के सारे स्टार्स, Amazon प्राइम वीडियो मजेदार, लोकल शोज का भरमार, टीवी चैनल्स भी।
Ready everyone?
है तैयार एंटरटेनमेंट जोरदार आयु तैयार।
मेरे स्मार्ट टीवी में तो ये सब नहीं।
ये सिर्फ स्मार्ट नहीं, एक्सट्रीमली स्मार्ट टीवी बन गया है।
Super fast Wi-Fi, unlimited entertainment. Airtel Extreme Fiber. Super fast Airtel Extreme Fiber आपके नए स्मार्ट टीवी को देगा
एंटरटेनमेंट जोरदार, नेटफ्लिक्स के सारे स्टार्स, Amazon प्राइम वीडियो मजेदार, लोकल शोज का भरमार, टीवी चैनल्स भी।
And I think we are live. Yep, we are. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You guys are watching the Arunoday eSports Championship. This is the
Welcome to
grand
my
beginning
castle,
of day
my
number one.
friend.
Now we are here with the brand new season of this championship journey where now 16 teams are up battling, trying to make sure to get that spot.
The
to
southern
the
seas
tickets
are my
there.
domain.
So let's see what do we have. Now today we do have a little bit of one of the old teams. Like I have been seeing them quite a few times in quite a good tournaments, but other than that there is a quite a good opponent against them. Now let me introduce you to the teams. Today's teams, we got Team Flux X Rect Esports versus Noxus. Noxus is definitely a new name, but here we are at the Arunoday Esports Championship making names for them. This is PH, your caster, and I will be joined by none other than Jeff today. Hello Jeff, how are you doing?
Hello, hello everyone in the chat. And yes, Team Flux as here, Flux Extract. These teams, I mean this team particularly, they have changed up their lineups a lot. Whenever I see them in a new tournament, their lineup would be a
See
little
value in
different,
me?
a little spicier to be exact.
You should.
And I'm hoping the same for this Arunoday as well, because this is the open qualifiers for the LAN, and it is not going to be any easy way around as well. Because whenever we see a LAN tournament, there is always competition. There are always teams
Sir,
who want to get that,
what's your
who just want
command?
to grab that slot to just go to the LAN and just make what do we call it? Make a really big milestone for the teams. But yes, regardless of that, Peachy, we are in the drafting phase as Flux gets the first priority on the draft here, and we can already see a Grok, the tanky Titan, being banned off.
Definitely, the tankiness is being taken now. As much as I remember Flux X Rec Esports, they really went around those tanky picks such as the Fredrin. But again, seeing him on the ban section, that is definitely new. But on the other hand, I feel like Team Noxus, who are onto the red side this time, they have made sure to not keep the Fanny open. Now, Fanny being such a hero that is not much preferred in the tournament scene as of now, but still being banned, that is definitely a homework ban coming in from them. But one last ban coming in. Jeff, what are your predictions?
Oh man, really hard, Maybe a session, because a lot of, I mean, like after the fighter, I think Julian kind of stands out because of the spell vamp. Never mind, it's going to be Glue instead. The sticky guy, the guy who can just attach and make a really nuisance of your team. But anyways, PC, as we are coming back, in the picks, why don't you go ahead and give out your prediction on what the first pick will be?
Oh, I'm really going for a Lapu Lapu this time. I really would
Oh
love
man,
to see the first pick as a Lapu, given the fact
but
that he
Esme is
gives.
open.
Yep, she is also open, but again, would give a
Mm-hmm.
good competition to Esmeralda. But let's see if Flux X Rec
Hmm.
Esports do pick it up or no. But again, I do feel like even a mage first pick could go well, given the fact that the mage
Mm-hmm.
is something like a Lunox.
A Lunox, definitely, but oh, we forgot this guy. We forgot the guy who's only known as a meme in the
Thorns
lower rank, but
remain,
in the higher
should
rank,
petals
he is
fall.
a nuisance. He is a really strong assassin, a really versatile to be exact. And it is going to be Lancelot who will be picked off. But facing him, not
Let
facing
them
him,
play the
but on the
hero.
opponent's side, it is
I
going
will
to be
be the
Yuzong.
truth
On the
this world
EXP side, which
desperately
is
needs.
what can we just say about Yuzong? Whenever he is there, it's always a red flag for your backliners. He can just dive in with that black dragon farm, and he does not care whoever tries to defend them, as he will just go back, make sure that your backliners just get taunted down, not even taunted, but
Let
petrified,
them play
comboed
the
down, and
hero.
with the Sha essence,
I will
it's a
be the
game over.
truth this
But
world
wait,
desperately needs.
Melissa, in the
Ooh.
fighters, in the gold lane,
Need
what
some
do you
stitches?
think,
I can
Pichi, about the
help.
Melissa here?
First pick, like as in
Mhm.
in the first half, Melissa, a marksman particularly is not a good. I just don't feel like it's such a
Mhm.
good option coming from that Noxus, given the fact that they have to face a possible Labu Lapu, a Lancelot. Okay, let's just say Melissa's ult can try to get away from
Mhm.
this Lancelot, but at the same time, she will be needing such a great support from the tank as well as the mage. Now, I'm curious to know that Team Noxus did not go for a mage, but here we go. Lapu Lapu getting picked off. Now maybe we might be looking at Esmeralda or even
This land is
a
our
Uranus
homeland,
onto the
and it will
ban
soon
section
be our
very
burial
soon. But
ground.
before that, Team Noxus
Butterflies
going in
born by thy
one
wish,
last pick. Now I
guided
am guessing
by
here the
lantern's
mage should
light.
be here. Come on, Team Flux has picked up the mage. Now let's just
Oh yeah, you're right. But to be exact, a Sicilian against a Zushin, not a good
Ooh.
matchup, I'd say. Oh man, the side of team. Wait, this team, man. I'm not having a good vibe with them. The way they are drafting right now, I like the Yuzong pick. Definitely, that is a strong pick. But combining with two late game heroes and that too a marksman in the fighter meta, not my favorable pick right now.
But again, Team Noxus are heavily dependent on their comfort picks. Now it
Mhm.
will be reflecting onto the Land of Dawn very soon enough that how much of a comfort pick they have gone enough, since we don't know these teams personally yet. But for Flux
Mhm.
Expert Esports, they are very much aware of the meta as of now. They are very much aware of how they want to go around with the crowd control, with the damage. I love how they have come up with the Zushin pick as well, since they know that the hyper will be dealing damage. There's going to be a tank just making sure to block off the paths, and Lapu Lapu jumping off as well. But the question remains though, what about the marksman? What will Team
Mm.
Flux go for a marksman? Here, Team Noxus could
Bring
have gone in for a ban of a marksman. Possibly a Beatrix or even an Ixia though. Ixia could be such a good ban.
Ixia, I mean, kind of. I mean, there is a Granger left open. There's also a
Oh
Nathan left
yeah.
open because right now, what's happening is there is a Zushin. So to cover up the magical damage that they will need, they can either pick off a Harriet or they can also cover it up with a
はやぶさ
Nathan. So
参上
these two heroes are a really prioritized type of thing that they can go. And knowing Chari, this person does know how to play these two heroes very perfectly, I'll be seeing, because whenever we see him in the marksman, even his Moskov plays out a lot of crazy outplays in some games here. But as of now, in the drafts, we can see a Jawhead. I don't know why a Jawhead, maybe because of the Mythic Showdown trauma from SADUL.
Oh,
But
I
regardless of that, let's not talk about that right now because these two teams, they are just facing off each other for the first time, and maybe they know that Jawhead can cause up a lot of threat here, maybe a comfort for Rio.
possibly a marksman
Optilia.
ban. Yep, marksman ban that came through, which is interesting enough to see, given the fact that I did
I am
not
the
see only
sovereign of
one
the
marksman
abyss,
getting
the
banned.
Okay.
slayer
They
of
got it,
gods.
but now there might be another,
Mhm.
assassin ban, or possibly a fighter assassin, something maybe like a Suyu could be a good pick, given
Hmm.
the fact that they heavily rely on the comfort pick, and Suyu being such a popular pick, maybe or maybe not. What are your thoughts on that, Jeff?
If you ask me about it, Peachy, Asuyu recently got a buff on his cooldowns being reduced. But
Yes.
personally, in the tanky meta, and as of now, we can also see a Lapu Lapu being on the side of Team Flux here. So Suyu is not going to be working out, especially in the mid to late game, knowing that
Time to
he
drop
heavily
the
relies on
beat
the
of the
snowballing. And
flash.
if he is not able to acquire that snowball, he won't be able to have that amount of damage. And he will definitely drag out his team, except for the fact that he can snatch up the objectives really perfectly. The rest in the team fight, he won't be able to play out a really big role here. But as of now, are we expecting a Alice on the room? Because we did saw this person hover onto us, a Johnson as well as a Kufra. But Alice, Oh man.
Dicey. Dicey pick it is, given the fact that putting Alice on the roam, that means Alice should be onto the back lanes no matter what.
Uh-huh.
But what about the front lanes? I don't think Yuzhong should be the one who would be
Exactly.
soaping up. Good choice
Mhm,
coming
I
in
do
from
so.
the side of Team Noxus. I love the high loss pick. The slows is much needed for
My
something
mission
like a
is
Zushin
to
or even
protect
just a Lapu
lives.
Lapu.
I mean, for these two picks, kind of not a really heavily reliable thing I would be seeing, especially on the assassins here. They already have three damage types, so maybe a utility would be perfect. But the utility will also be countered because of the what do we call it? Because of the lantern here, which we have from Zushin, that is going to be causing a lot of trouble during the team fights, during the objective fights, and knowing that there is also a Lapu Lapu, your backline is also at a stake of being marked down, knowing that Yuzong will go for the backline. Same goes for the Lapu Lapu because we won't expect both these fighters to be fighting face head on until unless they are not in a lane for one-on-one scenarios. But
Experience
regardless
the
of that, right now
euphony
we
of
can see
suffering.
Chari on the
Fight!
Granger, like you were
Fight for
talking here,
the
a
ultimate
Granger,
answer!
definitely a definitely a strong pick here, knowing that he can also outfarm whenever there is a fighter in your lane. He can just outfarm with the distance, gain up his stacks, and once he get that malefic rod combined with the BOD, he is a menace. He can melt down the tankiness, and if luckily he gets the snowball, it's pretty much game over for your opponents here. But it is going to be a comp coming with the Hilda, so that is going to be a really, really strong aggressive play coming from the side of Team Flux right now. But let's see what Team Noxus will be countering it up with as the jungler is still left out.
Ooh, talking about the junglers now,
Ooh,
there here's an ancient pick being seen on the screen as of now. I haven't seen a lane
okay,
in a long time, not even in my rank games. And oh
I
my
do
god, they
agree.
actually went in for that.
Still waters run
Man,
deep.
Team Noxus heavily relied on their comforts right now. What do you say about this draft here, PG?
See, one side there is talking about the blue team, Flux Expert Esports. They are on a pick-off composition. They will just want to make
Hmm.
sure that you are displaced by the Zushin, by the Hilda, and then the the damage dealers will be coming in. But at the same time, Team Noxus are the ones who are heavily dependent on the team fights. They will be trying to operate right from the mid game to the late game, while the late game being the strongest suit. So I do want to see how they will be managing the early game. Now Lancelot with the level 4, he might be having a advantage right there. But again, both the junglers being confident enough, taking away those neutral objectives onto their hands. I am curious to know who's gonna win that retribution battle.
Definitely, because both these junglers, they are known to act exactly have the what do you call it comp to make sure that they can steal up the objectives here with the Thorn Rose combined with the what do you call it second skill of the Ling here when he's in the wall. They can snatch up the objectives really amazingly, but it still leaves out the question because knowing both of them, they will have to play really patiently, knowing to use up their skill really precisely. And with this, guys, we will be jumping in the land of Dawn. This is the second day for the Arunoday tournament, the land qualifiers, the open qualifiers for the top 32 teams, and this is going to be the match between Team Flux X Direct versus Team Noxus here. And Peachy, the mic is all yours.
Let's see, let's see. Now it's going to be an interesting game. Best of three series, game number one. That means teams who take away the most points will be qualifying further right there, earning themselves a little bit closer to the land ticket. But let's see. As of now, I do see the mid pressure would be definitely into the hands of the Ocean. She's just making sure to rotate as much as possible. A good rotation coming though, but Melissa needs to be aware.
Exactly, Melissa definitely needs to be a really aware type of hero because she only has her first skill to be making it out alive, only blink skill, but she has decided to use up the second skill instead, which is going to be giving her a little troublesome time against that Zushin here. And as of now, we can already see Hylos being harassed here, and with that, it is going to be Landerflat picking him off, and he might be taken down as Rio is harassing him as it is going to be revitalized, being used up by Chari, securing the first blood, and with that, it's going to be Lancelot, the official, who will make sure that he gets that lava golem as well, and it is going to be Lancelot left with his mouth open but not able to take anything in it.
Now that is a good kill coming in for Chari though. Early game giving those kills to the Granger is going to be such a bad decision from the side of the Noxus. But let's see how they will be coping up. As I already mentioned, they do have a team composition of mid game to the
Mhm.
late game. So I do want to see them holding on to the early game, not giving them the kills, not even a neutral objective, but in 2 seconds we will be seeing those turtles spawning up now. Oh, look at that.
Oh, we can already see the bot lane is having a little bit harassment here, as it is going to be Phantom Execution used up. Maybe it's going to be the Thorn Rose, but sadly no, as it went to the cooldown as not Lancelot, but Yuzong survives just to see another sunlight here. But will it be the same fate for Lane here, as he is harassed? He is not even allowed to get his ult right now, which is going to be causing him a lot of trouble, as his retribution won't be at a level. But oh, with that, Black Dragon already used up, but Yixo official will get that turtle on his hands, and with that, the side of Team Flux another objective on their hands. But right now, Chari will be harassed. But oh, they don't want to stop up with the team fight, as it's going to be Ling who will be taken down, and it is going to be play for fun. Who will use up the lantern flare as he goes in for Mo, but no damage from Lancelot right now. He will be making sure that not right now, but he will make sure that during the late game it is going to be Vini who will be punished for now. But oh, look at Yuzong. He does not want to stop the team fight right now, as Yoxo official might be taken down with the Shy SS, and he does, as Ikse. Wait, I can't even pronounce that name, Peachy. How do you say that?
Uh, yeah.
Uh, let's just call it Yuzong.
Let's go with that. But Sicilian though has to go out with a flicker. Now the pressure coming in from the mid lane is really, really high right there. Being able to take it down. I love how both the teams have matched their energy with their assassin jungle with an assassin jungle. But Chari though being very aware of this Melissa, just making sure Hilda not stopping enough. No, they are targeting Melissa as
Mother.
much as possible. What are they going to do? No, that's not the case. Chari
Oh,
gets
Chari.
targeted by Ling this time. Here comes the Tempest of Blade. Chari taken down next to the line. Could be the solution. Now let's see, double kill picked up. Possibly a triple, but Madara takes it away.
Exactly. Madara does take it away, but the official does not want to stop for the team fights. But it is going to be the barricade that will make sure that there is a distance for both of them here, as Yixo official won't be able to secure any redemption for his teammates' death. But with this, the side of Team Noxus will be coming a little ahead with covering up the goal lead here as of now. But Madara, no odd for him to be saved up here, as Yixo official will make sure that he gets that kill on Madara 777. And with that, the Lancelot was able to redeem one kill for his teammates' death, but the turtle will be spawning in 1 second here.
Oh, look at the position of Rio this time. I love how he's there just to make sure this Ling won't be getting his purple buff as much as possible. Now, Rio does have a bit of his passiveness to help him out of the situation. That is the only reason he's being such an aggressive player right here. Now, trying to target it down. Zushin though, trying to get him down.
Exactly, we can already see it's going to be Tempest of Blade, which will be used up, but Yixo official gets that turtle on his hands, but will it be enough, as the fight does not stop for now, with Lantern Flare catching Madara 777 off the ground, but Chari will be making sure that Vini dies and does not get the stacks, and with that, Madara 777 will be taken down by Lantern Flare, as Rio goes in for a Roamer trade here, but it wasn't the Roamer trade from the side of Flux, it is going to be the Roamer who will be taken from the side of Team Noxus, and with that, all the turrets left open for the side of Team Nexus, not Nexus, but the side of Team Flux to take it down.
Again, Yuzong not being able to be in the team fight really put a disadvantage from the side of Team Noxus. Now, Chari made sure to be farmed up as much as possible. Now, I do see Ply for Fun picking up the Sky TSR just to make sure to take away those kills. But will it be enough to take it away from this Lancelot or even Chari? But oh, Rio strikes again, goes in for the high loss, making sure that the high loss won't be. Then the Petrify, the bottom lane, that was a good Petrify, but unfortunately, Takeshi just tanky enough to take all of that.
Exactly. They aren't able to do much, especially in the EXP side right now. Their Yuzong is not able to rotate as freely as the Lapu Lapu is able to. But Yuxa official and Izek, the Yuzong is having a one-on-one fight here. And I did saw Haskell being picked out from Mother 777, but 2-on-1 scenario on the bot lane. Black Dragon already used up, but it's just going to be for the bluff, and he will eventually have to force back here. But oh, going for the fight, he does not want to stop as Yuzong gets the Sha Essence, but it's not going to be enough. But a fight on the purple buff just stands out, but it's only going to be the purple buff that will be taken away from Ling. Once again, he isn't able to, like, Peachy, you just mentioned, right, that Ling is an ancient, and I think they want to let it be the ancient hero as well. They don't want that Lancelot, they don't want that Link to be coming back to the popularity, I guess.
Yeah, despite he feels like such an old unk as of now.
Oh
He
man.
had his time. I think he now has to retire. But let's see though,
Oh.
let's see though, looking quite low. He has to move back. Now
Mhm.
Lapu Lapu
Again.
being very active.
Exactly. Lapu Lapu is just there, he does not care who is he up against right now. He is just standing there waiting for opponents to come on his path here, and he can just go in, get that flashing highlight of his own here. But as of now, Lantern Flare is definitely being a menace for that, what do you call it, high lows here, as he isn't able to run around the map as freely as he should be. But it's going to be Ling who will be taking down the wall with just a slam from Rio. But oh, look at the flicker and the land shaker that will be here, but the fight does not stop as Raging Slashes will be there. Play for fun, gets that kill with the Lantern Flare, and Sky Piercer on towards Zoro as he gets that Sicilian as well, but the fight on towards the backline as Yuzong goes in with the Black Dragon farm, but that's not going to be enough as Rio gets that slam straight on his head with that bonk, and it's going to be Yuxo official getting that kill down on towards that Yuzong, and it is the side of Team Flux who gets another fair, not a fair, but a really one-sided team fight on their hands once again.
Now again, I really like how Rio is there at the front line as well as the back lines as well, making sure that the members such as the Yu Zhong as well as the Winnie, who's on the Sicilian, not be dealing damage, which is really, really good. But now the same way being the Sicilian for the late game, I don't think these clubs esports are just trying to go in, but oh, look at that fight being pulled off on Rio being the first one to fall down. Despite the Lord being there, is this an overestimation coming in from Rio this time?
Exactly. It is going to be Rio who is definitely causing a lot of trouble for that Link to be moving around with onto that wall here. Whenever he tries to jump around, there is always Rio just waiting to slam him down from that wall here. But regardless of that, it is going to be the side of Team Flux who will make sure that they will secure that turtle, or they will secure that Lord here, as it is just the 8-minute Lord. They definitely did not take the second turtle on towards their side here. But regardless of that, they are definitely trying to go in and end the game as soon as possible here. As the game progresses to the late game here, I'm pretty sure that Chari won't be able to withstand the damage that will come in from Madara here, as we know Melissa, what do you call it, basic attack does a lot of damage for now. But on towards the mini map though, we can still see the fight that will be coming on towards the mid lane if the cameraman focuses right now. Oh man, I can't see anything, Peachy.
Oh, but I do see the highlows being picked up and tossed around. That is the brilliant execution coming out from the Zushin. But wait a minute, Ling looks quite in trouble. But they are all alive, which is such a good scene.
Exactly, but a lot of alts being used up from the side of Team Noxus right now, as they are definitely not at a stake to be defending this a lot of right now. But the side of Team Flux, they want to harass them more, they want to put up the pressure, and with that the top lane will be taken down as Rio goes in for the fight, just slamming around. But the Lantern will be there, Yuzong might be picked up with the Lantern Flare, but Glorious Path being used up with the Lantern, but it's not enough for now as he is not able to pick off anyone. But Rio goes in to slam on towards Madara, forcing him to be used up that ult here. But Yoxo official in a bad position, he will be going in, but he will be taken down instead. And with that, Takeshi definitely went in for the redemption, took out their jungler, but for his trade as well. So it is a 2-for-1, but a really, really interesting comeback. Not a comeback, but a really, really interesting gold comeback coming from the side of Team Noxus now.
Definitely look at them. They're just making sure to have as much as inhibitors on their hands, given the fact that it's going to be such a little bit of a pressure coming down.
Look at
Now,
Rio.
with that, I do love how they have picked up enough minion clearance onto their hands. They have the Melissa, they do have the Sicilian. Now that's going to help them clear the waves very quickly. And though they do have that advantage of having the team fight composition, but it is solely for the late game. And will Team Flux Esports go make sure Noxus will be reaching the late game or not? Given the fact that they are heavily actively pushing as much as possible now, almost all of those neutral objectives being taken off right there, blue, purple, even the small creeps right of the bat. But I do see the Lapu though trying to 1v1 that Ling, but Ling has no option to go back. No purple buff, that means no energy. Now Melissa looking quite low, unable to do something. Sicilian in such a jeopardy as well.
Exactly. Melissa as well as Yuzong being forced really low right now as minion waves are coming from mid and bot lane as well, but onto the top lane. There is a session with a session, but we are going to be ignoring that as of now, as it is going to be the bloodthirst for the turrets right now. But in progress, it is going to be AK who will be taken down with a Tempest of Blade onto his backline, but will not be saving him right now as Lancelot gets that kill on towards Ling as he is trying to go in for more, but Madara will be out the range of the Thorn Rose, and with that, the lanes are being left easily open for the side of Team Nexus to take it, not Nexus, but the side of Team Flux to take it down. And with that, they are going in, they are marking down the Nexus, but will it be enough as they are going in? Madara will be taken down by Play for Fun, and Sky Piercer does activate for him to be taken him down, and with that, the Nexus will be taken down, and the side of Team Flux X Rect will make sure that they will secure the first game on towards their hands.
Now that's
Oh,
an
man.
interesting game. They don't want to take it to the late game. They know they have to end it as quickly as possible. And here we go with the MVP going into the hands of Rio. Such an impeccable tank, making sure to give as much as damage right there. Look at the damage, hero damage as well.
Exactly.
That is close to Zushin.
Not even close to Lucian. If you are giving the same amount of damage as your marksman is doing, you are way better than oh man, like you are just way better off as a what do you call it, damage type of the roamer than going for a utility right now, because you dealt 18% damage. Same does go for your Granger here. So you are practically dealing the same amount of damage as your marksman is doing with a utility build. So yes, regardless of that, definitely a worth it MVP for Rio here. But we will definitely have to give it for Yoxo as well for always jumping in whenever there is a support. Though he was not able to secure as many assists or as many kills as he should be getting for the team fights here as he went in and came back. But after a long time, the enemies died here. So yes, definitely he did not get those assists here, but he was there in the team fight. We'll have to give it to him. He was there in the team fights. But nonetheless, it was Takeshi who was able to out-rotate the Yuzong in the lane, and that gave up a lot of pressure for the side of Team Noxus here. They weren't able to, what do you call it, outplay that really outnumbered fight as well. So yes, with this, the side of Team Flux here, they definitely got a deservable first win here.
In my opinion, I just feel like rather than the
Mhm.
high lows, if they went in for another tanky, or maybe fighter or as a tank, they might have gotten a bit of a team fights right here. But that is not over.
Hmm.
Since this is the best of three series, and Flux Accelerate Esports, they still have to. Uh, get one more score. So let's see if they do get it or not.
Exactly, they need to make sure for it. But before that, Peachy, don't you think that we should take a little break here? Because everyone deserves a break, you know. Have a Kit Kat, have a break.
Let's see. Let's go in for a break and we'll be right back, guys, with the
My
second.
15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Ready. And then why does the team
Mhm.
leader?
I have no clue what they were doing. Oh my god. Why is the screen black? What the heck?
Oh,
There's nothing to support my back and I have to stand still. I mean, like, sit still. It hurts my back all the time. Uh, hmm.
Sir, what's your command?
और एक ये पूरा ब्लैक हो क्या स्क्रीन? Oh, I think we are live though. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You guys are watching the Arunoday eSports Championship. This is going to be the second match of the best of three series. Now we are back again. This is Peachy, and with me I have Jeff today. We do have a little bit of a technical problem right there, so I am looking at the YouTube
Welcome to
and
my
trying to
castle,
get the
my
draft on. But
friend.
with that, Jeff, let me tell you, so far we do have a Fanny ban, and with
Oh.
that, the other side are still trying to ban it out. What do you
Thorns
think about the Fanny
remain
ban? Is
should
this like a
petals
ban
fall.
that is this the hero that we won't be seeing it open?
Hmm. I guess Fanny is a respect band coming in from the side of Team Nox right now, as this should definitely be a respect ban, because we got without a respect ban, we never ban a Fanny in the tournaments. And then unless you know that Fanny is really good. But regardless of that, a respect ban is definitely here, and it is going to be the Lancelot, which will be taken down the chart here. And with that, same format of the bans in the side of Team Flux here. They have banned off a Grok once again.
Agreed. Noggin Grog being such a annoying CC
Mm-hmm.
playmaker right there into the last dawn. That is the reason why we are seeing a lot of Grog bans. But at the same time, Flux,
Correct.
they just don't want to open the Fredrin as well. Now, I am
See
curious
value in
about those
me?
Fredrin. I mean, yes,
You
can
should.
be countered by few of the heroes we do have in our hands, such as
The
the
southern
Bruno,
seas
or
are
even a
my
assassin could do
domain.
the trick of not, hitting him, but actually stealing away his resources and moving away, but that is not the case. Lancelot ban, we do have the Khadita ban this time. What are
Love
we
and
looking
hope
at? Picks
are
is
the
into
two
the hands of Team
greatest
Noxus, who are
inventions.
onto the blue side this time, Jeff.
Definitely. This time, Noxus have gotten the first pick of the hand. I'm mainly sure it is a mage straight off the bat here, because without the mage, your technical team fights, your mechanical team fights that you usually play around with does not form properly here. So that is something we need to watch out for. But same mistake once again. Marksman
I am
straight off the
sovereign
bat, the
of the
early
abyss, the
pick here, and
slayer
that
of
is
gods.
Obsidia, a highly reliable late game hero. But if marked down in the early game, she becomes, what do we call it? She just becomes a burden to the team, I'll be honest.
Yes. Now, I love how Team Noxus are trying to go in for the late game, but Team Flux X Red Esports, they know they don't want to take it away to the late game, so they are trying to get
Oh, really?
something that they have played in the
Let them
previous
play the
game. This is
hero.
interesting to
I
see.
will
Like,
be the
are they gonna
truth
teach
this
him how to
world
play the
desperately
hero?
needs.
Maybe this is the mindset, Takeshi's like, bro, you have seen my Lapu Lapu. This time, why don't you go ahead? Check out my YZ here. I'll show you how Dragon should mark down the backline. But nonetheless, play for fun. It's actually playing for fun here with that audit here. Oh my. This fix, man. I don't know what they're trying to do. Maybe a ego
Love
pick here. Maybe they'll
outshines the
have to play the
golden
price
crown.
for the ego pick. Who knows? But nonetheless, for now, it is going to be the Terizla that will be picked off. A guy with a huge hammer who was
10
sealed down
years
for ages here. And with
of
that, it
imprisonment.
is somewhat of a really questionable pick, I'll be seeing, because his movement speed, his rotation is going to be really slow. Though his lane clearance is there, his movement speed does make him a really, what do we call it? A
It's
really
time to go to
bad
the
rotation,
R&D
a really bad
show
EXP
for some
laner. Because of
fun.
that, he has been falling off a lot recently in the recent patches that is coming up. A lot of EXP laners are having that fun time in the EXP lane, knowing that they have a fast lane clear, and they also have a fast movement speed, which can make them go around the map really amazingly. But nonetheless, for now, they have a Lilia here.
Now, as we have seen the Terazla being there, I do really wanted to see a good combo wombo coming in from the other team Noxus. That would be a Minotaur and a Terazla. If they could go in together, like if the Terazla could catch up with his, ultimate, then
What is
coming
it,
in
Julian?
with a bit of,
Muscle of iron, bones
Minotaur
of
with his toss
steel.
as well. So that would be such a good combo. But at the same time, Gatot cards
I
are
don't
being taken.
know. Okay,
My
okay.
mission
They have
is
picked
to
up a Gatot
protect
Thatcher, a Hylos
lives.
this time on Gatot Thatcher rather than the Hilda here. And banning off that Hylos, it is going to be a really, maybe they're trying to block off the hero pool from the side of Team Nox here, but let's see what they are going to be taking off though, because there are still some heroes that are left open in the roaming section, like a Minotaur. Also, if they want to, they can maybe pick off something like a Hilda, like the side of Team Flux did in the previous game, or there are still a lot of heroes open. And maybe if they are feeling a little spicier, they can maybe pick off a Helcurt in the roam. Who knows?
Oh, I mean, it works very well though. You do have a Tesla who's tanky enough, but till the mid game to the late game, he can actually be the front laner. So as to making sure that the Hellcut would be dealing damage, a bit of a die hit situation on his hand. I do would love to see that, but at the same time, back again at the banning phase. Now it's going to be a little bit of a homework bans though. Both the sides they are heavily reliant on their comfort slash meta picks. One side it's meta, one side it's comfort. So maybe onto the side of Team Noxus, I will be expecting a homework ban or probably a comfort ban on their hands.
Definitely, maybe a comfort that will actually work out here, but mm, I don't think that they have much of a hero pool in the competitive series right now because usually we know how the competitive series works. It revolves around a certain amount of heroes, and if they have mastered it, they have practically just enjoyed the competitive series a lot here. But that also relies on your team sync. If you don't have the team synchronization, even the OPS hero will get outlashed by those dark system heroes. Even a Hanabi can counter a Granger if a Granger is not good. So yes, a hero mastery combined with your hero pool is what really requires as of now. But Peachy, what do you
Experience the
think in
euphony of
the mastering should be
suffering.
against the Obsidia right now?
I think a Granger could fit in right again, but again, if Obsidia is a little bit aggressive, I mean, Granger would be needing a being heavily reliant on this, or debt as well as the Kacha to back them up. But Obsidia though, maybe I'm thinking of a Granger or even a Harriet though. Harriet works very well. The mobility will be helping him against Lilia as well.
Exactly. That chrono dashes that actually plays out a really crucial role, and somewhat somehow
Alpha
it
is
makes sure that
online.
Obsidian does not connect at all, and the bone essence does not work out really crazily here. But nonetheless, right now, if we are checking on towards the things here, we can see a alpha being picked off. Oh my, a alpha. I mean, they have the tanky lineup, but a alpha in the jungle is a really outdated hero right now.
Oh, I mean the comfort picks as really showing through, which is crazy enough. In this match, like, come on, it's the open qualifiers. I'm going in for a high lead. We do see the Belleric as well. Now the Belleric might be serving such a good, trying to stop up the Odette's ult, or probably making sure that Kacha would be out of the way. It is a good crowd control, but again, what are they going to pick? Maybe something, a fighter jungle probably. I do see the Granger being picked up by Luxx Rec eSports. It has been such a comfort pick for him, so
They
why
call
not
me a
go ahead with
hero
that?
because I saved my nation from falling
I mean, if
apart.
they want to, because I mean, this time the landflower is banned off here, so I don't think so that they will pick it off. But there are a lot of other junglers that are still left open for the side of Team Flux to pick off, and from them it's going to be YSS. They just stole it off, you know. I was about to say it, but they stole off my mouth. Oh man. But nonetheless, yeah, the BO3 series, the second game, PG, the draft is completed. It's here. What do you think about the draft here? I mean, both the teams are looking strong, but your opinion, ma'am?
Oh, let's see. I am heavily relying on Team Flux Extract Esports. I've been seeing them quite a long time, and they have been such a good team. They are updated with the meta. They're just making sure to, get the game as soon as possible. Look at them. The draft is right here in front of you guys. There's a YSS, there's Granger, but onto the other side, they have picked up a fighter jungle, which might be a threat during the mid game. So let's see if Team Fluxx Erect Esports make sure to get this YSS the farm, or is it going to be the Obsidia who's gonna get the farm? We'll right now and very soon enough, guys.
Exactly. Very soon enough, guys, we'll be in the land of Zone as both the teams are going to be facing each other in this BO3 format here. And this might either be the last game for Team Nox here, or it's going to be a comeback scenario or a reverse sweep that will be coming from the side of Team Nox here. But as of now, it's Team Flux X Red 1 point match point on their hands, and the side of Team Nox here, sadly, they are left at the dust trail of Team Flux. They are left with 0 points right now, and they need to make sure that they win this game, otherwise they will be eliminated.
They still have a chance to prove themselves to get to the ticket towards the LAN tournament. So let's see Noxus esports, what the answer could be. Now onto the top lane, I do see the Obsidia being already attacked on. That is quite an aggressive. Granger just making sure to not miss the minions, but Madara 777 does have the option to freeze his lane so that the Granger might not be, but that option I don't see. I have seen that into the last game as well.
Exactly. I mean, straight off the bat, we can just talk about how the marksman was playing off. The last time, this Madara 777 picked off a hero that was really heavily reliant on towards the late game here, and this time it has went in for the same pick. He has went in for the Obsidia, who requires a lot of a lot of bone essence, and with that we can already see harassment coming for Zoro, and regardless of that, at the top lane, oh, the taunt comes in from the Kacha as it will be used up for the second skill for the transmission, but not enough as Chari with a Granger another time. The second game as well secures the first blood, but they are not trying to stop for the fight here as Alpha will be here, but will he be able to secure any kills for now? As of now, nope, but he will be surviving, but that's not enough as we can already see the fight will be there. It's going to be revitalized, used up by Gatot Kacha, but the taunt will be here. Zoro will be marked down on towards the back line though. We can see it's going to be Alpha who will be marked down by that Mountain Choco, and the side of Team Flux leading with 3 kills on the hands already.
My goodness, this Alpha is currently underfarmed. Now that is such a grave mistake. Now I did see Rio stealing the purple buff of this Alpha, so that is such a crazy move. Like imagine a tank stealing your enemy's buff and just walking away safely, unharmed. That is so crazy. But with that, this YSL is really farmed up. I'm talking about early game, just few minutes into the game, and turtle being taken away. Now Yuzhong does just in making sure the taunt is there onto this Alpha and take the stamina. Or that will be the one with the swan song. Wait a minute, the damage transfer is there so much that even Zoro can't handle it. It is 2 minutes into the games. 5 kills have already been done.
Exactly, 5 kills already on the hands of Team Flux here, and the side of Team Noxus. They aren't able to do much, and straight as we were talking, it's Madara 777 who was taken down by Chari. Maybe that all connected and he went inside the turret, but nonetheless, as of now, Rio, way too deep in the enemy's territory, might be forced to use the AOG as he does, but he won't be able to successfully execute it. He will be taken down mid-progress, mid-execution of that all at the AOG, and regardless of that, even though he gave out the first kill for the side of Team Noxus here, they are still leading with 5 kills as well as 3k goal lead on towards their hand. Zoro trying to sustain a lot of damage, but right now he does have those defenses for now. But will it be enough though, as the stealings are here, and it's going to be Yonko who goes in with the Mountain Shocker, but Spear of Alpha will be taking him out the harm's way. But will it be the same path for Zoro as he does use up that Taunt Barrage? But it's not going to be enough, man. The side of Team Flux, they are way too aggressive, they are way too dominant right now, Peachy.
Definitely. Look at them. 147. Now that was the Rio who did made an overestimation right there. Went in trying to make sure to get it away, but this time around they are again in the enemy's territory, and it was an Alpha who got the orange. But wait a minute, that is the Zoro taking so much damage. That's a Belleric, Jeff.
Exactly. A Belleric, man. How are they able to melt down that Belleric? The guy who uses the Thorn and make sure that MMs get bullied, the marksmen get bullied, but he is the one getting bullied right now. And as we are speaking about bullying, it is Alpha who got bullied with the Petrified Third combo of Yuzong, as Takeshi secures the kill as well, and the Black Shoes will be forced to be used up, as well as the Death with Death Sonata. And with that, the side of Team Flux wrecked here. They are at 11 kills, while the side of Team Noxus, they are at 1 kill. So the 10k kill, then goal lead, 10 kill lead. Oh man, I'm running out of words. What are Team Flux doing?
They just want to go aggressive. They just they know they don't have to make sure.
Huh? Wait, surrender?
Oh.
Oh man, wait. They actually surrendered in this, and with this, the side of Team Flux, they have won this first match of the night with the 2-0 clean sweep, and with a surrender from the side of Team Noxus here. Oh man, I do feel bad for them, though they have came this far. Eventually, one has to go ahead and one has to come back stronger after taking a defeat to their names. But nonetheless, Noxus, you guys just need to make sure that your hero pool does get increased, and with that, it is going to be the side of Team Flux who will make sure that they get to the round of top 16.
That is a unpredictable outcome of the day, though. I mean,
Oh,
wasn't
man.
expecting a surrender right there and there, but you guys already know. Like, I mean, that could have been the outcome even if they played, or maybe something we might have looked at an epic
Hmm.
comeback. But this was it, guys. Flux X Rect Esports will be qualifying for another round, making sure, to get there. Getting very closer to the LAN event. With that, let's take a short break and get ready for the series number 2 because we have more fun waiting for you guys.
Exactly, guys. And with that, it's your homeboy Jeff coming alongside me. We have Peachy taking our break. Peace out.
My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15
So Bhutan imports or Shadow Esports, what the fuck?
My 15-day challenge.
The rage bait. No. Oh my god. Shadow Esports unveils the Mobile Legends official 2026 Region 2 Bhutan imports. Bhutan. So is Peter. Oh, Peter is on Shadow Esports now. Default. Oh, lemon.
Ladies and gentlemen, am I late?
Were you able to join the call?
Am I visible?
Yes, yes. Oh shit, we were already live. And welcome back, guys, to the none other than it is going to be the Arunoday Open Qualifiers, the top 32, and this is the second day, the second night, as well as the second game of this tournament. And Crooks, wait, I think he's setting up the cam, guys. Don't mind him, guys. He's just there right now.
I'm right here, Brian. I'm right here. I don't think I'm actually kind of like too unable to be seen. I think I'm fine with
No, we can see you fine. All fine, you know. Perfect. A thumbs up.
that.
But okay.
Thumbs up to everyone in the chat too.
Nonetheless. As we are speaking, right now, we are in the land of Dawn. Not at the land of Dawn, but we are in the land of drafts here. And it is going to be team weekend on Thursday. And wait, do you know the second team, Cruz? There?
I'm kind of not sure. I actually will get back to you on that. Wait, chat, because we'll get the information on the second team ASAP. I was slightly late.
Oh, so you have no clue about it. Okay, no worries. Happens,
But we can't let the teams or the viewers actually let them down. So let me just get the
Let me tell you,
information real quick.
it's actually a red card, You get a red card for not knowing the name, man.
Oh, dude, you think you're cool, huh? You think you're actually smart by playing that card, huh? Is that your trump card? No, but I think that Grok is gonna be the trump card for the side of team red card.
Fight!
Side of
Fight for the ultimate answer!
Oh,
Weekend on
man.
Thursdays on blue side.
Weekend on Thursday is on blue side, and red card is actually on the red side as well. So yeah, it matches their teams right now.
Accurate.
But Nonetheless, they have picked up a red hero as well who steals out HP from the opponent's the red bar on the top of your heroes
them
here.
play the
And that is going
hero.
to be Yuzong with
I
the
will
Sha
be the
Essence
truth
as
this
his main
world
skill, not the main
desperately
skill, but
needs.
as his main source of recovering the HP. And with that, Gatotkacha to the rescue as well.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I've never seen a Yuzong and Gatot Kacha actually play together and not play well because obviously both of them are pretty heavily reliant on jumping into the enemy backline, disrupting
Muscle
formations.
of
The Big Black
iron,
Dragon, and
bones
also
of
the
steel.
AOG, the Avatar of the Guardian, is definitely going to be a big.
This
setter
land
or
is our
maybe something
homeland,
to
and it
disrupt
will
any,
soon be our burial
coordinated team
ground.
fights. So obviously, Grok is going to have a hard time leading up to one of the tectonic charges and have his team behind him.
Hayabusa,
Because you don't know
Sanjo.
when the Yuzong or the Gatotkacha is going to start chasing up the back line. But look at that. We've got someone who can actually not counter, but give a fair trade in the EXP lane to the Yuzong. It's going to be Lapu Lapu for WOT. And I bet the Hayabusa is going to be a threat for everyone in the back line.
Oh man.
See
I mean,
value
the
in
two
me?
backliners definitely need to
You
be played
should.
safe and need to be protected by three of these what do we call just titans. I won't even call them tanks. They are the titans. With the amount of way that they are just standing tall right now, they are the titans of the land of Zon. And to not get countered, they have banned off the hero that can actually melt down their tankiness. The X-Ball will be in the ban list, and unfortunately, no life Bane hero. Bane will be taken down. The inbuilt anti-heal is not going to be there. And a cherry on top. It is a Kimi that will be banned off from the side of Team Weekend on Thursday as well. Maybe they're trying to have the what do we call it? Maybe they're actually trying to have a weekend on Thursday, because it's Thursday today as well.
Hey, I mean, do you think they actually thought this through? Do you think they actually thought about this, predicted this, and then came into the match? But look at that, we've got Lunox
Oh
and
man.
Eve getting banned. Mid
Oh
lane
wait.
is going to have a lot of congestion here because
Among
heroes
the
actually
planes
do
exists
pose
the
a threat. Let me
equilibrium,
just be honest with you.
which
The
I
Eve
was
is going
made
to be a big
for.
problem for anybody who's slow in terms of actually having movement. Availability, I'd say. The fact that, the lack of mobility on the Grok, slight mobility on the Lapu Lapu, but again, if he uses the second skill, I don't think he's got any choice of escaping. I think the Eve might actually just be the one hero that they actually want to keep out of the hands of Team Red Card. But look at that. They've decided on going for the Popal Koopa and the gold thing. I've not seen that in a while, but I actually appreciate the effort, man.
I mean, it
Oh,
does,
they
but oh wait, the arrival on Sicilian makes me uncomfortable,
Only
man.
love and night are everlasting.
I don't know what to say.
But yeah, like we were speaking about Eve, right? Eve would have been a perfect hero for the side of Team Weekend on Thursday here, because there are already three tanky heroes, and you know how annoying Eve is when it comes towards just using the real manipulation when enemies have the tanky comps here. They won't even be able to reach there, and combining it with the tectonic charge and the bravest fighter. Oh man, it would have been a lethal combo if the side of Team Weekend on Thursday actually got the Yeep on their hands rather than keeping it on the ban section here. But let's see what they're cooking off right now, because the Sicilian is on the side of Team Red Card here, and they are going to be having a little trouble in the mid section here, in the early to mid section here, because they have the tanky comp. They need to make it sure that they have the items to actually play the aggressive role here. But as long
I've
as they
been
don't get
waiting for
a
too
healer on
long.
their hands, which they won't, because they still lack the marksman here. And in the EXP lane,
Where there is
it
light,
is going to be
there
the
are
Lapu Lapu
also
and the Yuzong
shadows.
matchup. And on the goal lane, it's going to be Carry against the Popol. Wait, a Popol on the competitive series. That's a really rare thing that we usually see.
Yeah, but look at that. They're hovering over the Mia. But let's just skip to the part that we actually know about. Carry against the Gacha, Yuzong, and Fredrin. I think that's actually a valid pick, a very solid pick in my opinion. But, well, let's just face it. If at all Carry is going to get, countered through all the, crowd control that Team Red Card can actually pull up, I think Carry might actually have a hard time only in the early game. Later on, I believe that Carry's not gonna
Experience
have
the
that much of a
euphony of
problem, especially when
suffering.
this team is working together. And with that composition, I'm not joking. I feel like this Team WOT, might just actually have the advantage here. They've got the Rocks Tectonic Charge, they've got Yin Yang Dispersion from Neve, and also Lapu Lapu to chase away the frontliners. And no, not actually chase away, to retarget the frontliners to him. So obviously this guy is going to be a big, menace. But again, Hayabusa and Carry, the damage dealers, the ones that actually matter the most, I believe this is a very good composition. However, we can never know. 40% is only in the draft, and 60% is in the way the teams play the game. And we are jumping straight into the game right now. Jeff, what's your thoughts on this?
Yep, definitely. As we are jumping into Land of Dawn, the side of Team Red Card, they have definitely went in for a really strong pick on their hands right now. But a cherry on top, they have a carry. A carry definitely is a really, really annoying hero for the tanky comp in this meta, as long as she's protected, which I doubt that she will get the protection because of the Sanguine Claw, as well as the Yuzong just being there with the Black Dragon, and the AOG being a menace as well. But let's see how Win actually plays out on towards that carry here, as Adu is on the Lapu Lapu, and Gumo is going to be on towards that Grok. So these two heroes, they need to make sure that the backline does stay safe, and Demigod, he just needs to go towards the back line, make sure that Cecilia does not get that stack. So does the Granger here, and with this, we are already in the Land of Dawn. We can see Demigod on towards the purple buff, while Fredrin, I can't pronounce the name. Oh, No Calm. Okay, No Calm is actually going to be on towards the orange buff, and it is going to be a rotation on towards the EXP side, which we usually see all the time nowadays.
Well, to be fair, I think the tanky composition actually benefits from having the EXP lane open and him being able to freely roam, and especially since it's a Yuzong. If he's got the Petrify ready, it's an easy kill on the mid side. Obviously, we've got a little bit of a skirmish going on. I don't believe that we can actually look forward to, but look at that at the bot lane. I think we've got a clear winner. Yuzong is definitely putting up pressure. It's looking pretty dire for Lapu He's looking pretty good. But look at that, there's a skirmish in the top side of the map near the jungle river, and I don't think I don't think so.
No, man. I expected to see some, what do we call it, bodies falling out there. But regardless of that, though, we can already see it's Demigod who is already there. But a little different rotation I'll be seeing. Instead of going for the Lava Golem, he went in for that Krabby thing here, which is going to be giving him the really remarkable thing for not having the level 4 straight out of the bat, because that would have been a perfect gang on towards Yuzong. Though he had the Petrify, though he had the third skill, it would not have saved him from that Flame Distribution Hayabusa, especially once he get that 4 stacks Shuriken on him. But regardless of that, right now we can see Grog harassing that Fredrin, but Demigod, he is farming up peacefully right now, and I don't know why it is all the spotlight on towards Demigod as of now. Ah man, I want to see the fight in the turtle right now.
I swear, dude. I feel like right now, whatever's going to be important is going to happen right next to the turtle. Demigod, though, he's going for a smart rotation. He's gotten his level 4 a little more ahead than, obviously, Nocom. He is not actually, too far behind, though. He's level 4 too. And both of the teams are contesting towards getting the turtle. The first turtle of the match, and we've got Yuzong making the first steps.
Exactly. Dragon is already there with that farm, going for the backline. Will be marking down Louis here, though it comes in with a Grog with a slam of his own. But the wall will be the cause of his own teammates. The mage will be taken down. Louis will be taken down. But with that, Demigod already here. Oh, Appraisal's Wrath almost there, but Nocam will be taken down before the Appraisal's Wrath connect. And with that, Lapu Lapu actually starting down 3 people with Grok. But will it be enough? No, as he will be taken down. Adu will be the one who will be falling down his knees, as Gumo will be isolating the dragon, and he will be taken down in return. The EXP for EXP, and the jungler will make sure, the Assassin jungler will make sure the utility one dies in the early game. And this is what I'm saying, Crucifix. In the early game, no matter how much you try, utility does not win against the Assassins.
To be fair, I mean, obviously utility junglers heavily rely on the fact that they actually have a lot of tanky stats. They've got their stacks, keeping them alive for longer. But then again, if you have the base level stats and you put them in the table, I believe that the penetration that most Assassin Emblem users actually get will actually overcome any bit of HP or defense that you get from any bit of tanky, the tank emblem or anything, maybe the fighter emblems. Look at that, the wall's got these on in a big pull. We've got a big problem, a big slam. We've got the AOG, and we've got a ton of damage from the top side. We got an off-camera kill, by the way. Demigod was able to take down Stan, and he's out for the count. No, I mean, Saul Goodman. Apparently, Saul, the lawyer, has come in from his universe to Mobile Legends.
Oh man, Saul was taken down, and with that, the turtle is going to be falling on the hands of Team Red Card here. Though they lost the top lane and lost the EXP laner, they managed to take it out with the turtle here. But will the turtle cut off for 2 deaths on their teammates here, as Adu is playing aggressive right now? But its Stain is definitely going to be making them fall back right now. But I don't think so. iFrost is going to be a good chance for fighting off right now. You should definitely go back.
I mean, yeah, I completely agree with you, but look at this. We have the single clause catching two, the wall being spammed, and a lot of hits from Grok. But again, Bat Feast is going to keep Sicilian alive. Nothing is going to actually come across as dangerous for the side of Team Red Card. They're playing pretty good, and I feel like at this point of the game, even though there's only a 600, 500 gold gap between both of these teams, look at the top side, we've got maybe a gank of Gary.
Ooh, Gary definitely isolated right now. Not a good chance because the turret will be taken down from the side of Team Red Card here. But oh, Louis with the diversion and off-screen kill onto a Stain here. But Amazon definitely came in a little late here, and knowing Louis' recent nerf here, she does give out the vision, so that was quite obvious that she would go in for the backside on towards the Red Card's formation here, and they did a really smart move. They read the map, they managed to retreat for now, and with that, it was a bot lane who was taken down, but the gold blade onto the top lane was definitely traded out for now, and with that, they are still not behind the gold lap right now, and with that, it is going to be the battle for that purple buff for now, but sadly no Hayabusa, no demigod for them right now. But Batfee is already there. Amazon in a bad position, might be taken down. Gatotkata chases him down, but oh, Yin Yang combo does connect on towards both of them, but it's going to be iFrost who is going to be dropped in a really low HP zone, and Tectonic Touch catches 3 people. Appraisal strats come in, but it's not going to be enough, as Saul will be the one taking down Grok, and with that, Demigod actually gets the double kill onto the backline. With that, only Shadow kill as well as the Shuriken and the Quad Shadow, making him out alive, and with that, diversion is definitely there, but 2 people surviving regardless, and with that, the mid lane will be taken down. Mid lane will be traded down instead.
To be fair, I think right now, with the way that things actually just played out, I believe that WOT have the overwhelming advantage. They've got right now a 3,000 approximate gold lead, and that's not actually 3,000, that's around a 2,400 gold lead. But that's enough to actually give Carry the core items that should actually help down tanks faster. Hayabusa also, he will be able to do more damage if he's got penetration, if he's got the items to actually deal more damage to the backline. He's set for life, but look at that, True is fighting in. We've got the fight going on, and okay, look at that, Jeff.
Exactly, we can see Demigod already going in for that kill, but now Com will be the one taken down as well, and regardless of that, we can see Adu as well as Stain having a fight here, but off screen onto the top lane, Demigod will get the kill with that Quad Shadow and the Shadow kill onto us iFroze, and with that, oh wait, another off screen kill onto the top lane. There is a lot of fight on towards the top that we have missed up sadly, but regardless of that, it was a Granger as well as iFroze who was taken down. Oh man.
That's tough, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. 11-3 is not looking good, especially within the first 8 minutes of the game. Second tier towers have not even been taken. But inside of Team WOT, they've not lost a single one of their tier 1s. And look at that, the AOG completely misses. There's no setup whatsoever. I believe that the utility jungler meta is still viable in most situations, but look at this. This is something that we actually can learn from. WOT are really playing aggressive, and they know they can take advantage of the early game lead that they've got. But again, utility is usually the one using the invades, and surprisingly, the assassins are the ones who are actually leading up on this meta.
Exactly, though it should have been assassins, but regardless of that, though, we can see Stain going down by Win's blades, yo, and I'm running out of words for Win as he secures a double kill as well. Tectonic charge, though it would have been a perfect connect, but both of them used up their flickers and all the resources, all the spells from the side of Team Red Card has been used up, and with that, it is going to be a really amazing fight came in for the side of Team WOT.
Man, can I be honest with you? I feel like Stan is taking a lot of losses in every single team fight he's actually engaging in.
Yep.
This guy is definitely trying a little too hard, and I think it's actually working bad against him. It's not looking pretty good, but then again, the first Lord of the match is spawning, and I believe that WT will definitely have the advantage. Look at the positioning, Lapu Lapu in the mid lane bush, Grok positioned himself in the top side bush near the enemy.
Look at them, man. Just look at them. they know each other that they are there, okay, but they're like in the bush. They're like, oh, hello, mate. I can see you. You can see me. Let's just drink tea and move on. Let's not fight for now. Have some peaceful moments.
To be fair, I cannot believe that Team WOT are taking this big of a lead, especially with an assassin jungler. But look at that, it might actually screw up.
This is definitely because of this is what I say. What do we call it? Reverse rotation. Okay, whenever you feel like there is a gank and you are an assassin who can't actually go in for a really huge gank onto as a team fight, you usually go in for the other side of the lane. But before that, though, we can see is feeling off right now because the vision came in from Adu, and it is going to be Vin who will be in the top position, but he runs out with it all, giving him extra movement speed, and the second still dodging him out. But oh, with that, Kacha comes in, might be in a bad position though, as he will be taken down because of the passive and the true damage. Tectonic charge, make sure that Sicilian gets taunted up, but Black Dragon will be there as Adu tries to take up a lot of damage, but it's going to be Stain who will be taking down Lu Yi. And with that, Demigod actually makes sure that Sicilian dies, the backline perfect hunting, but regardless of that, it is going to be the 3-for-1 trade coming in from the side of Team WOC, as well as the Lord being secured onto their side.
Oh man, Win actually is doing a lot of damage, and he's got a 405 KDA right now, and I think he's absolutely melting all the tanks. But again, one thing that I want to mention is the fact that Hayabusa was able to find his target within the bounds of that team fight. He was able to lock down Sicilian and completely wipe him out in a matter of seconds. This guy is, he's got his target locked in, and he's definitely trying to end the game as fast as he can. Look at that, John going to the top side with I think he's positioning himself well to actually split push, but his team is in the mid lane, the Lord is in the mid lane, and I think they're going to waste the Lord, but they're going to use up all the minions. Look at that, a team fight might just blew up.
Exactly, there is a fight, and with that, the yin yang combo was definitely there. But with that, a flake of force kill as well as the tectonic charge connects. 4 people knocked up from the side of Team Red Card here as Grom does a perfect job. And with that, Win secures the double kill. The triple kill follows up sooner. And with that, it is 3 people down from the side of Team WOC. But a perfect set that came in from Gumo was a perfect sacrifice as well. And with that, the middle lane inhibitor will be taken down, while both the holy shields from top and bot lane will be used up, and this might be the end of the game as 4 people are still standing from the side of Team WOC as Hayabusa goes in onto the back line. Quad Shadow as well as the only shadow kill. Make sure that Granger dies, and with that, it is the 4-member down from the side of Team Red Card. Though they respawn, that is not a good sign as top lane inhibitor will be taken down, and Flicker used up from Amazon, but he will be surviving.
They have lost all of their towers. There's literally nothing stopping Team WOT from ending the game right now. However, Team RC, Red Card, really need to put up the pressure. They've got all the enemies' towers up. The only damaged tower in this game right now for the side of Team WOT is the top side, and I don't think Hayabusa is going to let them take that tower down. He's pushing up the top side while his team is pushing up both mid and bot lanes. The Lord was very valuable indeed in that last segment of the game. I believe that the last 2 minutes were very impactful. However, they could have ended the game, but they decided on playing it safe. They didn't want to risk it, obviously, because the same clause connected onto the carry. And I believe that if at all carry actually overextended there, she would have been taken out. That would have given a heavy bounty to the side of Team RC, and they would have actually come up with that, whole, what do you call it? There was a word for it, but I'm just gonna call it, turnaround. Basically, a comeback situation. There's a fancy word for that. I forgot what it was. Oh, look at that though.
Oh, that was a really bad move here. You try to give out the vision, but don't go way too ahead, man. There will not be any follow from your team. And Gatot Kacha learned that the hard way, He learned that the hard way. Really, really bad.
Dude, Gatot Kacha just got melted in a matter of seconds, dude. This is like what I dream about when I actually play Argus, dude. I wish I could actually melt down Gatot Kacha just like this. But instead, this guy makes me waste my whole 8 seconds ultimate. Oh, look at that. In the mid side, we've got Frederick taking even more damage than Gatot Kacha ever did. Look at that Yuzong. He's just being melted down. Legendary for Demigod. We've got the AOG connecting on 2 people, the taunt on 1. However, the Nexus is not going to be alive for too long. That taunt was wasted because it's a victory for the side of Team Weekend on Thursday.
Weekend on Thursday. Definitely a lucky day for them on towards a Thursday as well, as they managed to secure the first win on towards their hand really, really easily. That was a butter smooth gameplay that they just went in for. Carry got farmed. Hayabusa was doing a perfect job marking down the back lines, and the Dark Grok That's a personalized MVP that he will be getting from me. As a roamer, the way that he sacrificed his life to give out that sets. Oh man, I love him. I love this Grok. But regardless of that though, that was a really, really bad move. One member down from the side of Team Red Card, and that was a game over for them. But what can we say, Crucifix? A mistake is a mistake. It happens from all the people.
I mean, to be fair, I believe the Gacha really couldn't change the outcome of the game. They've got to carry. It's a win condition. WINN. Very funny, I know. But he was the win condition, and they didn't really have any choice of actually having to deal with the carry. Obviously, you have like the gold laner who can keep up. The Granger cannot keep up with the carry, especially in terms of doing damage. She can melt a Granger in a matter of milliseconds, not even seconds. Granger does definitely need to have the range advantage, but with that, Grok and Lapu Lapu and Hayabusa, he does not have any opening for himself to actually keep himself safe. That Rhapsody is not going to actually reset his second skill enough to actually, have a little bit of a caveat between both of them. They definitely did have a lot of problems in the drafting, but again, the execution, they could have actually put up a little bit of an invade into the enemy side of the jungle. They had a lot of utility, but hey, can I just be honest with you? The Lu Yi and the Grok might have actually just been very hard to deal with early on, especially.
I'll be honest. Though the side of Team Red Card, they had a really strong comp on their hands with not four, but three tanky heroes onto their hands. If a mage with a burst capability would have been there straight up the early game, maybe they could have changed the outcome of the game here rather than going for the late game Sicilian. Man, I don't think so. That was a really good mage pick. Uh-huh.
Possible, but I also do have that idea of maybe having a hero that could counter the carry, especially if you pick three, very tanky heroes during the first set of the phase. You better want to actually keep the carry off or have a counter to the carry. And I didn't see that from the side of Team Red Cards, so they ended up actually struggling throughout the early game and also the later stage of the game because of carry, obviously. But early game, obviously, because of the Gacha and the Luigi. No, not Gacha, I mean Grok. Well, both of them start with G.
That's true, that's true. But Crucifix, I think we should take a break here. Everyone deserves a break. Have a Kit Kat, have a little break. But regardless of that, guys, we'll be taking a short break for now. Don't go anyways as the second game still remains, as this is the BO3 series. You guys are watching the Arunoday, and it is your homeboy Jeff coming alongside me, Crucifix, taking just 5 minutes of break, guys. Don't go anywhere. Peace out.
My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just
He absolutely got picked up. Hey, who played songs here, bro?
Are we back on?
Wait, why am I getting songs? Hey, Insta is bugged, bro. Oh, the game started. Jeez. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. We are back in the drafting between these two teams, and this is the game two for Team WOC and Team Red Card. Here, Team WOC again with the first pick on their hands. And Crucifix, are you here already?
Yep, I'm right here. What's up, guys? I hope everyone's doing pretty good.
Exactly. Everyone must be doing good here as we are on in towards the second game of the draft here. And right now, if we are looking into what they are doing here, man, it is still a textbook that we are seeing in towards the bans here. Abaksha again on the ban list, followed up with Zushin here, and combining it, it is going to be Grok this time, a respect band that will be here combined with a CC. So Crucifix, what do you think about it?
I feel like the Grok and CC are no, what do you call it? No strangers to the whole band section right now at this point of the game. Obviously, after the previous game, we have to definitely know that red card and definitely don't want the Grok out of the hands of WOT. And I'm gonna be honest with you, CC again is no stranger to the band section. She has been this one hell of a unit in both the gold lane and also the EXP lane. She's warranted and she definitely deserves a spot at the band section. But again, this hero I'm seeing a lot right now. I think the Eve for some reason is actually getting banned twice in a row, and I don't understand the reason why. But again, Eve is still a solid hero. She definitely does not stand out as a meta hero, maybe not the most effective hero out there, but she definitely still has a lot of value and potential in terms of being the most efficient mage out there, because obviously she's got the movement speed, she's got the shield, everything. But look at that, I think the Lancelot getting banned, I think that's a little too much in my opinion, because obviously he's gotten a nerf, and I don't think people actually play him that often.
No, Lancelot, it is a really good hero, I'll be honest, in my opinion, because of his puncture as well as the Thornrose. He still stands out a lot against those assassins and even against utility. Somehow he manages to make his own ground standing, regardless of the amount of stuns that he would be getting. The chain stuns, he does not care about it. One Thornrose with punctures, he is out of the critical scenarios. But nonetheless, of that, it is going to be the Lapu Lapu that will be picked off from the side of Team Red Card, while the side of Team WOC, they lock on towards the Gatut Kacha this time. Regardless, oh wait, they stole off Red Card's hero, man. Okay. Oh, but you steal my Gatut Kacha.
They're swapping heroes, dude. Wait,
Oh
they're
man,
swapping heroes. The Hayabusa
exactly.
from Red. Yeah, exactly. Like the Hayabusa was originally in WOT, and Lapu Lapu again was in WOT. Now they've been picked by the side of Team Red Card, and obviously, okay, surprisingly, we have new heroes in the whole, pot. The melting pot right now has two new heroes. I actually
Ooh.
expected them to take the heroes that our red card played last game and use them against it. But again, we can't really be sure as to how, you know, you know, the both of these teams are thinking. I believe that WOT really know how to actually win. They've got a winning strategy already in their bag, and I believe that the Gacha Gacha being the hero that can actually disrupt fights, and also the Esmeralda, who could be a big threat for the Lapu Lapu, obviously, is going to be a big impact in this game. Kadita, though, I know that she's a very strong hero. She can do a lot of burst damage, but the only targets that she can actually find, well, especially in the early game, I think is Hayabusa. Well, as to what we can see right now.
Hmm. I'll be honest, I know a mage player. I won't reveal his name right now. He is currently playing under my team. But yes, that guy, he once told me that Kadita, once in a good hands, she can melt down even the tanky heroes with just the first skill and the second skill combined. She does not require those rough waves all the time here. As long as there's no Athena, she does not require the rough waves like he told me, and he has proved that as well. Against tanky lineups, he does play out really amazingly, and that is his signature as well. So yes, a Kadita in right hands, definitely a really lethal hero. Mermaid after all, I mean like the Mermaid Princess after all. But regardless of that though, as we are coming in to the second phase of the bans here, look at that crucifix. We can already see Fanny as well as a Fredrin being banned off. They don't want their Fredrin to be stolen off this time.
I mean, to be fair, I believe that the Fredrin's not going to be that big of a
Wait.
problem. I think,
Crucifix.
yeah.
Look at that. Why do I see four mages? Why do I see four mages, man?
I think they want to actually keep the mid lane section a little too constricted for the side of Team Red Card. And I believe that it's kind of understandable because obviously they've got the Kadita going on for their side. I believe they need to actually keep the mid control.
See value in me?
Especially with the Gacha.
You should.
I feel like Esmeralda could actually give them some open ground, and I feel like with the way that things are going, we've got the Julian getting picked up the jungle position, and I don't think that's actually going to be a very big surprise because obviously he got a bit of a juicy buff recently. He can do more damage.
I am more
That's
than
basically
a
10%
weapon.
more damage, but that 10% is going to be a big impact. Plus, surprisingly, Fighter Emblem now gives, both physical and magic lifesteal. No. Spell Vamp and
I am the priestess of primal lightning, the hunter of all the evil gods.
We've got Edith getting picked onto the side of Team WOT, and the final pick for the side of Team Red Card is going to be Savior.
I'll be honest, it's actually the what do you call it, hybrid lifesteal that it gives out for the Fire Emblem, and they have
This
removed
time,
Spell Vamp and
the
replaced
choice
it
is
with the
mine.
hybrid lifesteal. So yes, Julian gets a really amazing buff on his hands with that Fighter Emblem. But Crucifix, what do you want to talk about the draft now?
With the way things are going, I believe that Hilda is going to be a big problem for Julian, especially in the early game. But again, if he reaches level 3, he's not going to have that much of a problem. But he's got the Kadita and also the Gacha Gacha on his side. EXP definitely is going to be the Esmeralda and also the gold lane for some reason. I feel like it's going to be Edith. But we've got right now Edith and also Xavier. Beyond the Cloud skins, I believe both of them are brother and sister in that.
Wait. Now that we are talking about it, it's actually going to be Win, the Esmeralda onto the gold lane, and Adu onto the EXP lane with that Edith here. And Edith EXP, we haven't seen that for a long time now, have we?
Oh, it is. I mean, Edith EXP is kind of like something that you don't really see because obviously the EXP lane is dominated by sustained heroes and heroes that can actually keep up with the heroes that can actually sustain. Obviously, Lapu Lapu, who does not have that much sustain himself, but he does have ample amounts of spell vamp and everything, so he can actually keep himself safe in that whole EXP ordeal when the fights are actually building up every few seconds. But again, I believe that I think Edith does not stand a chance against the Esport unless of course she plays safe. But look at that, we've already got an invade. We've got two sides getting invaded. We've got the Gacha trying to actually invade the enemy side. RC is going to get taunted, but RC is still going to find a kill. I froze from RC, gets the first blood off the game, and I feel like Hilda now is free to actually jump in to the enemy side of the map, and he's going to actually try to invade the jungle. Look at that. Hayabusa with him, but he's low on HP. He shouldn't actually be doing anything stupid, but look at that. The Quad Shadow actually hits.
Oh man, I mean it does, but iPros got the purple buff onto his hands, which lets Hayabusa be at a stake of not getting the level 4 mark right before the turtle here, and that happened, not that happened to him, but that happened to Demigod right on towards the last game that happened here. He messed up his rotation a little bit and he did not get level 4 before the turtle. Eventually he did, but this time it is not going to be the same for Nokom here, as he won't be able to get the level 4 because of his purple buff being stolen off until unless he does not secure the EXP crab really early on. That's going to be an exception for him. But as of now, the side of Team WOT, they are still dominating in the map right now, as the map control still follows on towards their hand. But Gumo might be in the trouble. No, he does secure, he does survive for now, but that's a good thing, for Ifros. Even though he stole level 4 from Nokom, he was able to get that purple buff, which makes him eligible for spamming his first skill as well as his second skill a lot longer than he would intentionally be doing in the early game right now. But with that, we can see the gank is shifting on towards the bot lane. But will it be enough? Nope, I don't think so.
I think, it will, and okay, but nobody knows that. The level up didn't really have an option there. He couldn't really do much against someone who was inside the tower. Obviously, he's got the level 4, but he shouldn't really use it up just yet, because obviously the turtle has spawned right now. First turtle of the match has been, has crawled out of his cave, and now he's just sitting there and but look at that, there's a fight that's going to start brewing anytime soon. I believe that it's going to be a big impact of the fight.
Yep, definitely. It is going to be the turtle star. But will Demigod be able to secure this turtle? That's the real question. As he gets immobilized from that second skill, the Dawning Glide will be there. But with that last insanity, Demigod does not have any skill and he will be taken down. But with that, the knockup definitely follows up. Rough Waves was there but not able to do much, as Knockham will be the one securing that turtle regardless of what. And with that, on towards the back line, we can already see Gomun will be taken down, followed up with Adu. And it might be dead for win as well. But no, he survives. He is an Esmeralda. He won't be taking up much damage, as there was no stacks on towards that passive, not to a passive but on towards the damage mark from that Xbox here. And with that, the side of the red card is actually making a comeback now.
And to be fair, I mean, the overheating march for Esport is actually kind of busted if I think about it. But look at the instant switch in the lanes. I feel like, with the way things are actually going, everyone is able to rotate pretty well. And, talking about that, there is literally no marksman. So everyone's got their power spike the moment they hit their level 4 or maybe even 4. Look at that, the might actually start up. But I feel like the retribution being used up just to secure the gold crab is kind of smart there. But well, I mean, yeah, it's fine. But look at that now. There's a team fight. Way back to Frost. We've got right now Xavier trying to do enough damage, but he does not get the immobilized in time. He will not actually let his team secure that kill. The hour kill.
And definitely that scuba diving was there, but Kumo, man, he is going into the bush. He is doing the same mistake that Vegapunk did on towards the previous game, but this time Vegapunk is on towards the Hilda, while it's going to be Gumon who is on. Gumo, who is actually on towards the Gacha now, and with that, it is going to be the side of Team Red Card who are actually dominating. And regardless of that though, Adu is standing on towards his ground, though he is behind a level from that Lapu Lapu. Not a level, but now he is 2 levels behind that Lapu Lapu, which is going to be causing the side of Team WOC a really heavy price on towards the objective battles here. But let's see how the turtle battle follows up here.
I think the Unbreakable to actually escape from that whole ordeal is not going to be very good, but look at Hayabusa trying to actually find a way to get a kill on the guy to catch up. But look, it's going to be Hilda who's going to be able to actually force the Kadita to go back. I actually expected a kill. No.
Oh man, I did too. I did expect it a kill as well. But wait! Nokham actually gets the turtle. The retribution battle has been won by the Hayabusa on the side of Team Red Card here. And with that, Gumo will be following down his grave as well. But regardless of that though, the level 3 is going to be passive that will be making him run away. Not the passive, but the enhanced second skill that will make him run away, but not for long though, as it is going to be the death from the raging slashes from Stan. And with that, Demigod will be taken down. But with the trade of iFroze does survive, but that's not going to be enough, as he does not have the first kill. Amazon does not have the first kill, while Stan will make it out with the kill as well. 2 kills up his sleeves, and with that, the side of the Red Card is leading with 7 kills up their names, as well as the mid lane first tier, which will leave out the map completely open for them.
Dude, with the way things are going, 4,000 gold lead for the sided team red card. They are completely turning around whatever loss they actually had in the first game. Now, they've got the advantage. They've got the Esmeralda pinned down in a corner. Hayabusa and also Esport trying to actually overheat the Esmeralda, putting some pressure there. They get the tower. They've got the ALG also coming in, but he's going to actually take a big L there. We've got Nalcom, who's going to get the kill on Group, but Nalcom is going to take a big L from Amazon, because obviously Amazon's going to do a lot of damage. Breath of the Ocean misses, but I think it's going to be Vega Pick who's able to... He's gonna run away. I thought he was actually gonna get knocked up, but look at that bot side. We've got Demigod off camera pushing up all the towers that he can actually find with nobody to actually defend it. Look at that top side. We've got Lapu Lapu using Brave Fighter again, and look, he just actually was able to pick that whole. Yeah, okay, Vegapunk. I don't think you actually need to be there, man. I don't think it's actually a good idea to jump into the enemy side of the tower, and I feel like right now they might actually just be overextending. They are losing up on ground. Export does not have the Faraga armor, and right now Export is forced to flicker up. Look at the battlefield. Vegapunk to actually run away.
He might die.
Actually keeps him low, but look, Vegapunk is going to go down, but it's not going to be that big, because obviously Amazon is going to get taken out by Nalcom, and I think there's going to be one more. Stain gets taken out like a stain by Abu.
Definitely. Adu, they just have a fight, you know, whenever they're in the EXP lane. Previous game, we saw Adu having the fun fight on towards the EXP side, but this time we can see Stain actually having the amazing time in the EXP lane with the perfect rotation on towards his hands. But regardless of that, though, as it's the turtle pack that we are witnessing, and it's going to be Hayabusa that will have the turtle really, really uncontested, and with that, it is going to be the side of the team red card who are leaving with 6 kills on their hands, as well as the gold lead up their names. But that is not going to be the main objectives, as it is going to be the macro which is going to be played off, and they need to play off the main macro, the turrets that needs to be taken down. But that also depends on how the team fight goes, because without taking down the enemies, they won't let you take down the turrets as well. And with that, we can already see the bravest fighter will be there. Vin might be in trouble as he is getting taunted up. He is getting slammed left and right by that Hilda's axe, but that's not going to be enough, as Demigod definitely tried to take up that top lane first here, but he will be forced to be backing off, as as 4 members from the side of Team Red Card were rotating onto the top lane, but on towards the mid lane, onto the bot lane, though, it's going to be it's going to be Sol who will be isolated from his members. He might be in a tough position, but there are 2 tanky members from the side of Team WOC who actually tried to engage against him, which is not a good decision, as we know Xbox for melting down the tankiness, as he is going in for more, but he will be taken down as the knockup comes in. The turret damage is way too much for him, and Adu might be the cause of his death. No, it's going to be Vayne who comes in with the Starfall Knight, takes him down, and with that, Xbox will be the cause. Xbox will be the one taken down by Vayne, as they are not stopping him for the fight. Adu is trying to deal as much damage as he can, but Vegapunk might be taken down, and he does, but Dawning Light will be taking down Adu, as well as it's going to be Vayne who will be taken down, but on towards the middle lane, as Nalcom will take him down with that Quad Shadow and the only Shadow kill, and with that, Red Card is absolutely taking down the revenge that they got. I mean, not the god, but they... What can I say? They lost the first game, but this time, they are taking up the revenge.
To be fair, I feel like with the way things are going right now, Demigod is really lagging behind. 0-2-0 is not very good, especially as a jungler. They've lost the bot lane, and the shield, and the mid lane is under pressure too, and I think it's actually not good for them if they actually keep losing up on more team fights. Look at the way the team RC are playing. The red cards are actually just putting up red cards all over team WOT's faces, and look, I think there's going to be a team fight. No, I don't believe so. But but one thing that I want to mention is the fact that Team Red Card are able to keep a constant lead on the side of Team WOT. They've caught that advantage in most situations, and I don't think Team WOT are able to actually come around with this one. Look at that, they've already started on the Lord. I believe it's a Lord bait, especially with the Hayabusa and also Julian not being there. I believe it's going to be a 50-50, but Hayabusa instantly notices his team is starting to take the Lord. It's half HP, and he will instantly try to actually make his way to the Lord pit.
Exactly. I mean, Gumo, he might try to go in, try to give out that vision, but it all depends on Demigod, which he is behind 2 levels, so the retry damage is going to be at a really huge gap as of now, as Vegapunk is definitely zoning out Demigod, not letting him go in for the Lord, and it's going to be Nokam who will secure the Lord up their names, and RC is making sure that they are going for an absolute berserk mode here, as Win will be isolated from his team, and he will be taken down by the raging slashes from Stain, as Rough Waves onto the backline will be used up to be escaping off as Flicker pops up from both Xbox as well as the Kadita, but it is going to be Kadita who will be surviving, and Ifros came in way too ahead, and he will be picked off from the second skill from Adu, and he will be slammed down. The grave straight off is dead.
Right now, the only source of magic damage from the side of Team RC is out of the picture. So everyone from the side of Team RC is going to be doing physical damage. Look at that. We've got the Hayabusa jumping into the back line. We've got the Ogi Shadow kill about the Rogue Waves. Not going to actually find a way to get the kill on anybody, but Eve Demigod is out of the picture. There's only 3 people left to actually defend the Lord, and the Lord is going to be taken out. Look at that. The Piranha armor is going to be popped off when he uses the last insanity. We've got the Breath of the Ocean. Does not catch anyone. And look at that. Edith is able to actually do some damage, force them back. Nobody's going to be taken out except for maybe Demigod, who was caught off guard by obviously Nalcom, who decided that it's too much for him to actually stay alive after disrespecting me for the first game.
Exactly, man. The side of Team RC, they did made up a fight there, but they weren't able to actually redeem everything that they could have got in there, as they could have actually maintained the, what do you call it, lane sync, and maybe took down top or bot lane inhibitors, even if not the mid lane, but they decided to go in, have the clash onto the mid lane, and that was the cause for them not able to end this game here. But regardless of that, the goal lead is still on towards their hands here, as well as the levels. But as the game progresses, the levels as well as the goal will be recovered from both the teams here, will be equalized from both the teams here, and it is going to be the gameplay for pure skills, pure team synchronization. But let's see what they are going to cooking up for, as the fight does rages. No, it's not going to be the fight, man. I thought there is going to be Vegapunk who will engage for the fight. Oh man.
I don't think Vegapunk is actually going to be that stupid, because it's not actually, what do you call it? It's not advised for him to actually engage in most of these cases, which he's already done a few times. He overextended a few times, which actually led to his team losing up on a few fights. But again, can we really blame the guy? He's playing like Hilda. This guy is absolutely... Oh, look at that on the bot side. We got that immunity from the second skill, but that's not going to actually keep him alive. Demigod out of the picture, because Stain decided he was being too much of a Stain for the side of Team RC.
That's true. RC, man. I mean, Demigod was putting up the lane pressure by just clearing out the minions and just snatching turrets once or twice from here and there. But now he is out of the picture, so they can go in for the fight clearly with it outnumbered as well, 1 number ahead of them. So RC can make sure that they get the fights here. But right now there is another notorious mage who's actually clearing down the minion waves, just putting up the lane pressure. But right now, even she needs to come back. The Kadita will not be able to do much as of now. But I'll be brutally honest here. If there is a Kadita, but going with a Flicker, that's not going to be working out. If you had a Petrify, maybe you could have gotten Ifroze, maybe you could have gotten No Calm during the objective fights here. So going for a Flicker was a no-brainer, I'll be honest, because you already have a Blink skill, which is a really huge Blink skill, I'll be saying. You can just escape around without any issues if you use it up wisely, and also have a Rough Wave where when you use it up, you do not care about any damages that is coming on towards you, as you will be untargetable. So yes, going for a Flicker onto a Kadita, man, that's not a good decision.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I actually played Kadita with Flicker, and it's mainly because you can actually use the ultimate and also the Flicker to actually combo it into an instant death sentence for anybody who is not suspecting it. But look at that, we've got Hayabusa getting caught off guard by Kadita. But again, he's going to stay alive, especially with the help of Quad Shadow. Jeff, this is going to be the last push, maybe?
Yep, exactly. As the fight is raging on, might be the end, but there is only going to be the minions that will be coming in from the middle. But AOG missed this up for now, as it's going to be Amazon taking up now Calm with the Rough Waves, as Demigod follows down the Graves, as well as Anu make it 2 kills already for. It's going to be Xbox though, but Amazon will be going on to the backline. Ifrost will be caught off guard with the Rough Waves, as he will be taken down. 3 versus 3 is going ahead right now, but will it be enough though, as it's going to be Esmeralda who is trying to deal up a lot of damage, ditching out a lot as well. well, as people already low from the side of Team RC here. Win is not planning to stop anytime sooner, but he will eventually have to be forced back right now, as the side of Team RC will be falling back, and it is going to be a successful defense from the side of Team WOT.
Okay. Dude, these guys are actually playing it pretty smart now. They've been losing up all the fights early on. But again, can we really blame them? We've got the Hayabusa, we've got the Lapu Lapu, we've got the Hilda on the side of the RC. We even got the, Esport, who was able to do a lot of true damage, which means that Gacha and Speed really have their work cut out for them. But again, the biggest problem here is that Xavier, who is going to be the biggest problem, because he and his Immobilize is going to keep the team, WOT in place for long enough for his team to actually take him down, and this is kind of proven well for them. 8,000 gold gap, and I think that the 11 kill difference is going to be big, but again, they were able to defend the second Lord of the game. They might actually still have a chance. I think an engage is not going to be the best course of action for the side of Team RC, so they have to back off, because obviously they've lost a little bit of advantage which they had previously, and now they've got to play it a little safer. However, I really would like to actually look at the itemization of both teams.
Just look at Kadita. Ooh,
almost.
This is what I'm seeing, man. If you had a Petrified, that would have been an easy kill on towards Hayabusa here. But having a Flicker, man, that does not give up that same opportunity that you get all the time. But regardless of that, though, it's going to be Kadita who is chased down for now. Quad Shadow will come up eventually, and he does, but Dawning Light. But Vegapunk will get the kill on towards Amazon here, as iFroze gets that Winter Crown on his hands as well. But the Lord will eventually fall on the hands of Team RC.
Man, in all honesty, though, I believe that Kadita was actually just overstepping, and I believe that it was absolutely unnecessary for her to be there in that side of the map, because obviously she wanted to push. But you already lost all your towers. You're not going to actually do much of a difference if you actually get one tower. But look at that. Because of that little, escapade that Kadita actually decided to do just recently, Team RC, Red Card, are able to get themselves third Lord of the match. I think they should have actually waited it for the 18-minute Lord, but obviously it's all okay, because if they can end the game right now, it's all well and good. But if they can't, I think we know that they could have actually taken the 18-minute Lord and actually put more pressure on them.
Exactly, but regardless of that, though, the Lord is still here, and this might be the final stretch of the game here, as onto the backline it's already going to be the Faraga armor that will be popped up. AOG does come in, Rough Waves already being used up, but it's not going to be enough for now, as the last Insanity will eventually follow up from the side of Team RC, but iFroze will be taken down, and it is going to be the Nexus that is still being marked down, but no damages from the side of Team RC for the Nexus here, and that will not let them end the game for now. But Demigod takes some now come here, as they are not going to be going for less here, as 2 for 3, 2, no, it's already
3 for 3.
Oh wait, the fight is still raging on. Win does not want to stop it up, but last Insanity will be there. This might be the end for Win, but flickers out at the exact timing, and with that it's going to be Xbox who will be dropped really low. They can go in for engage. They might be able to end this game here from the side of Team. Oh man, WOT, if they had followed up, if they had gone in for that fight here, this would have been the end for the side of Team RC.
To be fair, I feel like right now, 6,000 gold gap does not really matter, because both teams have their items. They've got the most important items that they needed. Look at that. Edith is able to do a lot of damage to Hilda, and who was forced to run away, because obviously Power Wilderness is going to keep her alive. She's got the grass. Eating the grass is only to keep her alive for a bit longer. Veganism is not the best way to actually keep yourself healthy, but well, Hilda's doing it pretty well, and I think we can actually see that she's absolutely being a threat to the side of Team WOT. We get into on Thursday, though, they are able to play the high ground pretty well. They're able to play the high ground defense in the most fabulous way possible. 3 for 3. They were 3 for 3, as in 3 people alive against 3 people. They were able to thin down the numbers and keep the base for themselves. Look at that. Kadita is now forced in to use the rough waves. Hayabusa runs away after noticing that his Ogi Shadow kill is not going to find a kill there. Kadita, though, I believe that she's able to actually kite the enemies pretty well, discover where the enemies are, and able to actually give his team enough information for them to actually plan around whatever Team RC are playing against. And well, again, both of the teams have definitely built up all the items that they need, so they are able to actually keep up to their fullest potential. And I feel like right now, Team WOT are able to keep the high ground in the most safest position, and they're using it to their fullest too.
That's true, that's true. But right now, we just need to make sure that CNWOC, if there is a perfect set coming in from Amazon here, maybe he will be able to do a lot of things here because once the Hayabusa or even iPros, not iPros, but maybe if Hayabusa is just taken down here, then they can go in for a fight and it will be an outnumbered fight at the same time. Their main damage dealer, their main marker, the main guy who can mark down the backliners will be down, and eventually the fight will be falling onto their hands right now. But before that, it's going to be Gumo, who is way ahead of his team, not knowing that they won't be able to give him the follow up here. But regardless of that, now Kam will be securing that Lord onto his hand as Divine Glaive follows on towards Xavier, and Gumo will be falling down the grave because of that overextend here, and 4v5 scenario will be coming up as the 18-minute Lord, the enhanced Lord, the 21-minute mark is already here, and this has been a long stretch. The game here, while the side of Team RC, they were struggling a little bit, but it's still the side of Team WOC who needs to stall up this Lord for now. And with that, we can see the last insanity already being used up with, trying to dish out a lot of damage because of the passive, but will it be enough though as the backline is being marked down, and Nokam goes in, secures that Nexus, and it is going to be the side of Team RC making it a equalizer, the tiebreaker game that will be following up a 1-for-1 draw with a 1-for-1 round matches that will be coming for both these teams your weekend on Thursday, with that one mark on towards their hands as well as the side of Team Red Card. Oh man, this match was an absolute blaster here. Like, I would just like to say how Hayabusa was marking down the backline pretty perfectly, and he did not face up any consequences because I'll just say it out. I definitely don't. But if he can just mark down the backline, it's pretty easy, and I'm still offended about that. Why do you have to go flicker? But anyways, right now, if you're talking about it, it was Adu who did go in for a lot of sustain, but as the game progressed, all the sustainability was left all upon that win here, as even Gomu was not able to do a lot of things. He went in way ahead, not knowing that his team will not be able to give him the follow-up, and eventually that team crumbled apart, and especially onto the last Lord here. I'll be honest, the side of Team WOC, if they would have fought back and fought with Agato Kachas AOG at a perfect time, maybe they could have actually defended that Lord and maybe come in for an epic comeback. But nonetheless, Crucifix, what do you say about it?
I feel like with the way that Hayabusa played, there was no opening for Julian to actually stand out. And while we can see that, because obviously Hayabusa was able to counter Julian in every single time he tried to actually split push. And obviously we have Julian with 151 and a 3.2 medal score. I believe that Demigod really did not have an opportunity to open up any part of the map, obviously, because the bottom side of the map had to be pushed by Kadita of all people. She had to be the one who was there to, stop the minions and allow her team's minions to actually push the tower. However, I'll be very honest, the objective-wise gameplay was not here from the side of Team WOC. They were not able to actually keep up with the momentum that they built in the first game. And, well, that shows. They lost the game, and that was not a big problem. But now we're at the third game of the match of the night. And I think WOT still stands a fair chance, but Red Card, you've really shown us what you're made of.
Exactly, guys. But with this Crucifix, we should take a quick break, because after this match, it's going to be a tiebreaker where both these teams will have to play at their absolute best here. But yes, guys, with this, we'll be taking just 5 minutes of another break. Don't go anywhere. It's your homeboy Jeff coming alongside me, Crucifix, taking a short break. Peace out.
My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own...
We're live. I believe.
And good evening, guys. Welcome to the third game of this BO3 absolute ballistic gameplay that we are witnessing between both these humongous, not even humongous, but absolute beasts that we are witnessing. This is the match between Team none other than Team Weekend on Thursday and Team Red Card here. And Team Red Card again on Team Red. I don't know why, but okay. Nonetheless, it's going to be the side of Team WOC again with the first pick priority as well as the first ban priority on their side. So, Crucifix, who do you think this tiebreaker is going to be belonging to?
I feel like with
Fight!
the way things have been
Fight
going,
for
I
the
feel
ultimate
like
answer.
Team RC Red Card really do have the opportunity to keep up the momentum. They had in the
Welcome
previous
to
game.
my
And I
castle,
believe that they
my
actually do
friend.
stand a chance of actually getting whatever advantage that they need, especially with how
Butterfly is born by thy wish,
They might be feeling
guided
a little
by
underwhelmed, but
lantern's
I
light.
believe that they actually still do have the chance to actually come back and play like the same thing that they actually did in the first game. However, we'll jump right into the drafting. We've got the first banning going on, the first phase. We've got Grok from the side of Team RC. No doubt there, obviously, because he is a big pain. And surprise, surprise, we've got the Hilda getting banned from the side of Team WOT.
Thorns
and also the
remain,
Zushin.
should
Hilda,
petals
previous
fall.
game, Wegapunk absolutely shredded. A lot of composition, fights wherever the teams were actually trying to stick together. Hilda absolutely tore that apart, and that is not a variant.
Among the
It's not
planes
surprising
exists
that
the
we actually see
equilibrium,
Hilda getting banned,
which
since
I
we
was
heard
made
that
for.
it's definitely going to be banned after that previous game.
I mean, after that amazing frontlining as well as the taunt, as well as the poking that came in from that Hilda from Vegapunk here, this was a valid thing that Hilda will be in towards the ban section here, but they are still following the same pattern here. They have banned off two of the mages from the side of Team WOC once again.
Let's hear from the
Maybe they'll
crowd.
ban off more,
Make
but
some
yeah,
noise for
the
yours
side of Team
truly.
Red Card here, they have banned off the Grok, they have banned off the Lancelot, and once again they have banned off the CC.
And I mean, no surprise with the CC, the Lancelot again. The hero in itself is a big problem. I agree, but like you said in the previous, match when Lancelot was banned, Lancelot, I feel like a lot of people give him too much credit for what he is. He's a very hard hero. I definitely agree. And in the right hands, he's definitely a beast.
Muscle
But
of
that hero,
iron,
I feel like
bones of
with the way people
steel.
actually,
This land is our
release him, it's
homeland,
going to be
and it will
very
soon be our
hard for me to
burial
actually
ground.
digest the fact that Lancelot's a good hero. However, we've got a lot of heroes that are actually good in my eyes. I'll be very honest with you. If I don't think Lapu Lapu is good or Katsa is good, I would be stupid, but yeah, both of those heroes are pretty good. They get picked onto the side of Team RC. We've got a few picks onto the side of Team WOT, Jeff.
Let them play the
Exactly. We can
hero.
already see the side of Team
I will be the
WOT. They have
truth this
prioritized the
world.
Lunox this time,
Come and join
expecting a really
in my
tanky lineup coming
dream
in from the
world.
side of Team Red Card here. But it's also being followed up by the Yuzong here, which deals out damage according to the opponents here. So that is a HP based Sha Essence that will be coming in from the Yuzong here, which is going to be causing a little extra trouble for the side of Team Red Cards if they try to go in for more tankiness. But yes, definitely a Lapu Lapu when he gets that alt, when he gets the previous fight, so he has an upper hand against that Yuzong here, which is going to be a really good thing for the side of Team RC here, and they are prioritizing on towards that Xborg here, which maybe he can pick it off, or maybe he'll just let it slide into the ban section. But I don't think so. Anyone would want that to happen. But I think they would. They would. Yes, they would. They picked up that Esmeralda instead of the Xborg here, which in some scenarios does work
Night
out because
sky
we saw
tells
Win actually
all.
play out that. What do we call it? Actually play out that
Yes,
Esmeralda
that's
really amazingly. But yes, with that, Xborg is going to be in the ban section. Then
Light
after the
me
picks.
up and watch the
definitely,
world
dude. You don't want to
burn!
actually keep one hero that actually does a lot of true damage. Well, I'm talking about carry the first game, obviously, but well, carry is not going to be that big of an option right now because obviously Esmeralda and Lapu Lapu. Wait. Esmeralda in the gold lane. And oh no, I think Lapu Lapu's going to go in the gold lane and
Wait,
Esmeralda
it's
needs to be.
iFroze. iFroze is the mage of the side of Team RC here.
I think they're actually just picking it just because they might actually just swap it later on,
Yeah.
Teamwork, possible.
What makes the dream works. Okay. We see that. But yes, right now it still leaves out a question because this time Caddy will be in the ban section here. Oh man. We were expecting a Caddy to be there
I've
and
been
be a game
waiting for
changer.
too
But
long.
instead of a Caddy, there's going to be that Lunox here. But I don't know why. They have banned of the
The
Kadita here. I
southern
mean,
seas are
I agree that
my
Kadita is a really
domain.
strong hero, but you have a tanky comp on your own. You have a Yuzong. You can make sure that Kadita does not get that free will to just roam around and use that rough waves as she usually does. But nonetheless, right now it's Knockham who will have to be picking off here, and let's see what they actually pick off here, Crucifix.
Look, I'm gonna be very honest with you with how Team RC are absolutely drafting sustained heroes box yet being open. It's a no-brainer for the side of Team WOT weekend on Thursday to jump in and grab the box here for themselves. Unless, of course, RC decide to take the box yet. But no, I think they're actually just gonna jump into the jungler department. They've got the jungler getting picked on their
I'm
side.
Ying,
I feel
and
like
I
it's
won't
actually
lose
gonna
myself, no matter
obvious,
what!
but we've got no box
They
here.
call me a
Instead, we've
hero
got the hero
because
that
I
got
saved my
buffed
nation
recently,
from falling
the
apart.
moving tank that absolutely devastates team fights with them in no fury. It's going to be Minotaur getting picked onto the side of Team WOT.
Oh man, Minotaur is going to be a menace if you're talking about him because the way he actually just plays out and just makes sure that he does not let his teammates die with that healing of his own. So yes, it's going to be a really strong pick in in this fight as well because there are already three tankies, so there won't be much damage that will be ditched on towards them. But nonetheless, as of now, if we are looking in towards the picks here, the side of Team WOT, I do like
Pain
their picks,
is
but
the proof
a
that I'm
stronger
still
draft is
alive.
definitely coming from the side of Team Red Cards here, like the way that they are actually picking it off. Oh man, Oasis is definitely going to be causing a lot of trouble in the late game, but if he gets shut down by that Lunox or maybe even a Brody, or if what do we got, or if a Yuzong is really going to be in a menacing mode here, a really brutal mode here, he can go in for the back line instantly when he retransform. I mean, there is a way. If you guys don't know, there is a way you can just detransform with that alt here and just use up the petrify. You'll be like just stunned there, and that is going to be the death for your jungler or maybe anyone you're marking on towards the backline. So yes, definitely a menace of a Yuzong if you know how to play it off. But Ifrost, he is hovering on towards that. Xavier once again, maybe his comfort and he can pick it off again because the first
This
game
time,
Sicilian did not work out. But this
the
time
choice is
Xavier is
mine.
definitely going to be there because his immobilized combined with the AOG is going to be a really, really strong pick. But Crucifix, what do you think about it?
Look, I disagree with the fact that Brody got picked onto the side of Team WOT. I disagree with the Minotaur pick because against Gatsakacha and Lapu Lapu, I feel like the Minotaur is going to be very underwhelming unless, of course, you want to keep your teammates alive with the new and revamped second skill, the Moo Moo Milk, like Pokemon. Obviously that's a Pokemon reference, but the Minotaur's, second skill, the healing one, the rework will keep him alive for a bit longer, but not long enough. In all honesty, though, Lapu Lapu against the Brody, Brody's still gonna have the advantage, no doubt about that. But well, team fights where it's counting at, and I feel like Brody's gonna definitely struggle against the Xavier and the Gisun Shin. And let's just face it, Hayabusa really can't find any kills except for maybe the Xavier, so he's got to look forward to that one. Other than that, the Lunux will be, able to, melt down the tanky heroes of the side of Team RC. So there might actually just be a chance for the side of Team WOT to keep up their whole ordeal which they had in the first game. But for now, we're in the land of Dawn, and both of these teams are facing off. They're juking against each other for the chance of victory. They've got 1 point each. Who do you think is going to win?
It's still going to be a really tough decision here because on the first game we definitely saw Demigod play off a really, really strong way of his Hayabusa here, the way that he actually played it off, man. I'll have to say that even against the tanky heroes, he does make sure that his Hayabusa stand out. And with that, let's see how Demigod plays out this time. But he is facing off a YSS who he counters off, but there are three tanky heroes who are standing up as well. But what do you think about the Crucifix as it is going to be the rotation on towards the EXP side once again?
In all honesty, though, with whatever team WOT have been putting out this game, I have a little underwhelming sense of accomplishment for them. But, well, it's all okay as long as they actually are able to keep up the early game advantage, and they've got a lot of tanky heroes to deal with. So the Linux really needs to farm up pretty fast. Otherwise, they're going to struggle against both of the Gacha, the Esmeralda, and the Lapu Lapu on all three lanes, of course.
I mean, if we are looking into towards it, we can already see the mid lane. Oh man, Gomu is not able to do much right now because he is a Minotaur. He needs to get that babysitted on towards himself until unless he does not get the items here. But right now, Mountain Shocker has been activated for the division being provided. But this time we can see Lapu Lapu is actually dominating on towards the EXP side. Yuzong is somewhat afraid of going outside, knowing that he might end up getting that ganked on towards himself, and he will be taken down for that, which he is absolutely right for, as there are already 3 to 4 people just waiting for him to be coming out, and they will just snatch his life away. But regardless of that, the turtle will be spawning in a few seconds.
And the first turtle of the match has just spawned in. We've got Lancelot already trying to make sure he can actually secure it. He's trying to put... No, not Lancelot. Yisun Shin, obviously. I saw the dash. But look at that, the Yogi Shadow kill. He's going to keep Yisun Shin low on HP. Naoka goes first to the grave, while his team is going to be close to follow up. There goes Ifroze by Amazon, of course. And there goes Idu using the first kill to take down Vegapunk, allowing Hayabusa, Demigod, to take all the free time he wants to take the turtle. Look at that, Lapu Lapu trying something, but he definitely cannot secure the turtle against the Hayabusa with Retribution.
Exactly. Sadly, they aren't able to go in for that fight here, and this time it is going to be 3 kill on towards the hands of TWOT weekend on Thursday here, as they are going in for more. They are trying to go in for the invade for that YSS here, and knowing that they have a Hayabusa, they have a higher chance in winning against the YSS, and that can actually be played out once the Hayabusa decides that just the follower would be there. But right now, it's still going to be the backline that will be hunted down by Demigod. They are not trying to stop in for Mo. Oh my god, my voice is cracked out there. What the hell?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Hayabusa just missed the Xavier completely, but it's okay. At the end of the day, it's just a clean shot kill. You're gonna get it out from cooldown pretty soon, but look at that. Minotaur is taking a ton of damage from Xavier, and also the Gatsakacha. Yisun Shin also did get a few shots in, but it's not gonna actually do that much of a impact on the Minotaur's HP. Look at that. He's doing the Chaos Assault, and he's gonna use the Brilliance Ultimate to actually get his way closer to Xavier, and he will find a way to get the kill on Xavier with a basic attack, but that's gonna cost him his life. life. Amazon out of the picture, but he does get eye froze. Look at that. Minotaur is able to jump away from the last attack from the raging slashes of Lapu Lapu. But well, nobody's there in the bot lane. What are you guys doing? What?
Oh man, I mean, someone definitely could have gone in for the bot lane and pushed it up and got that gold plate here. But even if they don't, they have won in for the team fights here, and they have gotten one kill for one trade as well, a mage for mage, which definitely was not a really valuable trade, I'll be saying, because once you get that what they call Lunox here, you need to make sure that you play your cards really wisely here. You do not make any reckless mistakes, because once you don't get that snowballing on your hands, even in the late game, you aren't able to ditch up that amount of damage that you are expected for. So yes, definitely wait up a little bit, get those items, and then go for it, because without that you aren't able to do much. But with that, the turtle is here and the chaos already here, but the brilliance might be forced up here as Kacha misses up that AOJ, and with that the taunt will be here. Shy Essence definitely came in, but not enough HP stolen up from that, as Gato Kacha will live to see another day. But the Mountain Shocker will be here. Minotaur with that minion Fury will be catching two people as flickers himself onto his two people, and Black Dragon will be going onto the backside. Knockdown will be taken down. The always Stain definitely took out Gumo here, as Adu went in straight up for that Xavier, and he will take him down. Demigod, he charged the turtle onto his hands as well, as the fight does not stop. Lapu Lapu is there. Adu makes sure that he takes down that Esmeralda, as they are going in for more Quad Shadow at the exact position where the Lapu Lapu will be flickering onto, but he will still be surviving. Here comes the Dawning Light, but catching no one in the light right now, as there's still going to be the Sha Essence that will make sure that their vision turn into absolute darkness, and with that, it is going to be the side of the WOC securing that fight here.
Oh, and look at that. Luna's just got herself the glowing wand. That's gonna create a huge dent in whatever sustain that team RC have. Lapu Lapu, Esmeralda, and also Gacha really are going to have a hard time against, obviously Lunox. But again, I think Lunox is playing a little too aggressive in most of the situations. She definitely did jump in and try to get the kill on Xavier against 3 people right next to her face. But again, we've got to be engaged in the mid lane, and I think it's not going to be a good idea for anyone to actually engage at this current position, because obviously inside of Team WOT can't really lose anything. They can't really afford to lose any of the fights that are actually coming their way. But inside of Team RC have it even rougher. They've got a little bit of a problem. We've got a fight going on in the bot lane. We've got the ultimate from the, obviously Lapu Lapu. It's going to keep him alive for a bit longer. He's got a few sustain options. Oh my god, the beautiful flicker, second skill, and the first skill is going to take him down in the top side. Brody low on HP after taking the Mountain Shocker to his face, and also Esmeralda's damage. But I guess Esmeralda's shield kept him alive, from all the damage that Yusan Shin was dealing. I think Esmeralda could be a double-edged sword in most cases, but she does definitely have the times where she shines.
Exactly. Once she gets those items, she will definitely not take up enough damage that she usually does in the early games here. But right now, like we just saw onto the bot lane, there was a perfect flicker with a what they call it, brilliant, the light aura, as well as the second skill that was used up there, and just to be making sure that the kills confirmed. There was a kill as well, but before that, it is going to be the Minion Fury that will use up as Demigod goes in for that fight. Nokam will be the one taking down here, but Brilliance will be there as the Land Shaker comes in from the Lapu Lapu, making sure Amazon pays the price for the jungler's death here. But Black Dragon will be following up for that team fight. But right now, it should be a follow back. It should be a fall back from both the teams here, but they don't want to stop up here. As the Starfall Knight definitely follows up. Demigod secures the turtle onto his hands. The fight does not stop. The Petrify combo is there, as it's going to be the Dawning Light that will be used up from the Xavier to immobilize, and it is going to be a perfect immobilize, as two of the members from the side of Team WOT will be taken down. Vin definitely came in for the support, but it's not going to be enough, as he will be taken down as well. Though he took out one member, he will eventually fall down.
Oh man, I wish I could actually see what just happened in that team fight there, but that was definitely a big problem. Look at Lunox getting the kill on Nokam. That's going to be a big loss for the side of Team RC. They are already losing up on most of all the advantages they had, but look at that. Team RC are slowly but surely making a little comeback in terms of gold. The GDP is shifting slowly, and I think I see a little bit of a little increase for the side of Team RC. WOT though, they're still able to keep up their advantage. They have the lead, and they are keeping it to their, themselves. They are able to actually keep every bit of tower, damage at the minimum. They've not lost a single tower. However, the side of Team RC, Red Card, have lost 2 towers, one on the top side and one in the mid lane. bot lane, and now there is a lot of pressure being put up in the mid lane. So obviously the mid lane tower is their next target, and I think RC know this. They gotta make sure they can't lose up the mid lane, and they might actually just use that. Look at that. The Ogi shadow kill from the Hayabusa is not enough to actually take down the Xavier. But look, it's gonna be Minotaur and also Lunox Amazon leading his way to actually get the kill on Xavier. There's gonna be one more fight. There's gonna be Lunox getting marked down by Stain, who is going to remove Amazon out of the picture. Big black dragon in the air, and I don't think it's actually going to be a big, big impact in the fight, because obviously he's lower HP. He's not going to take that fight, and he's going to de-escalate the whole situation just by using the ultimate. That's absolutely beautiful. But on the bot side, we've got Esmeralda doing some damage on Hayabusa, but the side of Team RC are trying to push down the tower in the mid side of the side of Team WOT.
Man, the tiebreaker rounds that we usually see, this is going to be just one of that amazing battles that we are witnessing right now as well. But it's going to be the first round of this match, as the side of Team RC are already melting him down. But Gumo again making that same mistake, knowing that his team won't be able to give him the perfect follow-up right now. But it's going to be Demigod who will be isolated from his team, and Nokam who will secure that Lordia, but onto the back line though. Adu will make sure that he will take up that kill onto Nokam. But the fight does not stop, as Sha Essence will be following up, and the Land Shaker will shake up everyone onto the backline. The three people stun here, but Ifros will still be taken down, and with that Amazon follows down just the kill for his own himself, and the fight does not stop as Vegapunk will follow down the grave of his own teammates. And with that, though there was a lot taken down from the side of Team RC, that was a kill redemption coming in from the side of Team WOT.
The only one alive from the side of Team RC is Esmeralda. She can't really do much, maybe push the top tier 1, but the side of Team WOT are going to take full advantage, push the mid lane tier 1, and try to take the buff from, Yisun Shin's under his nose, obviously, which is going to put a big dent onto the side of Team RC, obviously, but Esmeralda not being able to push the tier 1 on the top side is going to be even bigger of a problem, because they have not opened up the map at all. They have got no leverage to actually use their, vision to their advantage. They will be, seen if they actually try to invade, and now RC really have themselves put up in a corner. They cannot afford to lose anything more. But look at that, the top side is finally getting pushed, and it's not by Esport, it's by the minions. They've got Minotaur jumping in with Minoan Fury, gets down, Yisun Shin, Noka. But look at that, we've got the AOG, we've got a lot of problems, we've got Ifros marking down Amazon, but it's going to be Win who's going to take down Vegapunk with his damage. Obviously, we've got Yuzong jumping into the backline, taking down Ifros. We've got more coming in from him. We've got the shot residue flying all across the screen. We've got Hayabusa, Demigod, taking down the last member that might actually stay alive. And Esmeralda obviously is going to stay alive regardless, so we can't really consider her as a member. But again, side of Team WOT, they might have lost Lunox, but they've got so much more. They've got the pressure in the mid lane and also the bot lane being built up. And I think the side of Team RC can't really do much.
Exactly, the side of Team WOT, they are playing with the mindset of, if you take one from us, we'll take double the amount, not double but triple and fourth the amount of you guys have taken from us. But as of now, Wen was marked down from that AOG, but he will be surviving because of the healing coming in from that Minotaur here, and with that Vegapunk does not have any way of escaping except for his tankiness, and he does use up that, and he does use up his tankiness to escape really easily. And with that, the side of Team WOT are still making sure that they take up every macro on towards their hands here. But will it be enough though, as the side of the red card are actually eventually just making a little mistake, a little comeback from their hands here, as all the lanes are being pressured up. Not all, but the top and the bot lane are being pressured up right now, as top lane was already pushed up by minions. The pressure as well, but the Demigod will be there for the defending for now, but eventually the bot lane first here will also fall down from that minion push here. But the Lord is here, and all the members from all the team and from both the teams here are farming on towards that Lord here, as it's going to be Win who will be marked down by the Starfall Knight here. But it's not going to be enough, as there is going to be Gumo with that healing of his, who will make sure that there will not be any consequences for his teams. But right now Demigod will be hiding in the bush, will be found out Esport as well from the side of Team Red Card here, but the Lord will eventually start, will be eventually coming on towards the hands of the... Oh wait, they do not want to let that go easily here, as it's going to be the only shadow kill that will come up, but the Black Dragon does follow up for that, and then got charge that with the Retribution, but he will eventually fall down, but Win will be making a redemption of his own as he takes down Esmeralda, but he will fall down from the raging slashes as well. But Amazon takes down Frost here, and they do not want to stop, man. Both the teams are going at an absolute brawl as Amazon goes in. Chaos makes sure that no calm dies here, but Bravest Fighter will be there. Amazon in a bad position, but healing was there to make him sustain a little longer, but eventually he has to fall down. Shah Essence make sure that Vegapunk dies here, but Lapu Lapu is a stubborn guy. He does not want to die that easily. He is making sure that Minotaur gets the harassment, but eventually he will have to force to be backed off here as the healing does sustain that, as the healing from Gomu will be there to be a menace, will be there to make sure that Yuzong as well as himself stays for longer.
Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I think they should have just pushed the Lord at the bot side and get some pressure there. But I think the side of Team WOT really don't know what they actually want to do. I think they're actually deciding on putting up pressure onto the enemies, trying to make them more frustrated, make them a little more, susceptible to their traps. And I think that's actually working out for them. RC have this double gold lead. Oh, no, wait, not gold lead. I mean, the kills. WOT have double the kills of what RC have, and I don't think it's actually going to change anytime soon. The gold gap is 4,000, and I think another and we've got Esmeralda jumping in, getting the kill on Brody. Now it's going to be a big question. We've got Gumo taking out Ifros, and Amazon taking down Vegapunk, who was tanky enough, but not tanky enough to take all the Chaos Blasts from Lunox, obviously. And now they're actually pushing on the mid lane and trying to push on the top side too. Look at that, we've got Esmeralda jumping in. I don't think it's actually a good idea. She's going to take a lot of damage, but that's not going to be enough to actually take her down, because Esmeralda is going to be a big problem for the side of Team WOT. She has been surviving in most team fights. She will survive in everything else. But again, in the side of Team RC, they really do not have any counter options against whatever team WOT are pushing out. And now the Sword is now going to be spawning in the next seconds, within the next 1 minute. And it's going to be probably the last Lord of the game. But again, Team RC are playing it pretty safe. They're not making any mistakes whatsoever. And they're playing it pretty smart. They're actually playing like what Team WOT played in the previous game, the high ground defense, and it's actually kind of working for them. But they do have the gold gap to their disadvantage. And also, look at the items, dude. Team WOT have gotten 4 to maybe 5 items, including the boots, obviously. They've got the advantage rolling for them in every single category. They've got the level advantage, they've got the item advantage, they've got everything rolling for them. And the Lord might just be easy for them to take down, because obviously Hayabusa's done it once, he can do it again. And the team fight jumping in, I think right now with the Nolan Fury catching off the back line, gives Amazon an opening to get the kill on Xavier. Hayabusa demigod making sure Noctum goes back to the grave too. We've got more fights coming in. We've got the Yuzong jumping in and making sure Win gets the kill on Vegapunk. We've got more Yuzong damage. We've got Sharp Edge flying across the screen. Demigod though, he's going to be able to secure the last kill. Gacha is down, and we've got now only Lapu Lapu alive and well, but the Bravest Fighter being used up. He will be able to actually defend against maybe the minions in a few seconds, but he will be taken down as fast as he came back from that team fight, allowing Team WOT to get the WIN. Man, oh man, that was a tough game, but I bet Team WOT actually got the advantage on the last team fight. They did have the Hayabusa on their side, and I feel like right now, whichever team gets the Hayabusa is definitely going to be the WIN and ER, and that is what we saw just now. All 3 games, obviously, whoever had the Hayabusa had the victory in their bag. And like that, folks, that was the last match of the night. Is stream done?
My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan, and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India was a success. My first collection got sold out in just 2 hours. Hi everyone, this is Nyan and I'm taking on a new challenge. 10 days to create my entire second collection. Can I do it? वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. My 15-day challenge to create my own alt brand in India